He's not at a complete size disadvantage because he's a 145er. By the way, his other wins, Poirier, old man, former 145er. Moicano,
you want to talk about resume?
145.
You want to talk about resume? Bro, what it do? Kenny crew. Hey, man, listen, today we're going to cook Bedtime MMA. All right, man, let's go, man. Now, jokes aside, guys, shout out Bedtime MMA for showing up, bro. Listen, this guy could have big time me, 100K,
I thought about it.
He could have left me in the dust, guys, but we do have him for like a little bit intense debate. It's going to probably be chill. Who knows, man? I did see your prediction video. I was going to tell you this, but, you seem... Unlike a lot of JDM fans, because I will say this about the fan base in general, some of them are just, first of all, you guys are acting like everyone thinks Islam's going to win. From what I've been seeing, I want to hear what you think. I've been feeling as if everyone's acting like JDM's going to go in there and JDM's going to be the one who smokes him. I've seen videos from, I don't know if you know like some of these other YouTubers like Victor Schillings and all these guys making, it's not going to be a close fight. Islam's going to get steamrolled. Bro, the whole narrative is Islam's the underdog as far as I'm concerned. I want to see what you think about that, though.
I don't agree 100%. I do get what you're saying. I feel like a lot of people are riding with the underdog JD. They're all on the bandwagon now. Like, I remember they weren't on the bandwagon with fucking Belal Muhammad, but now they're all jumping on. Yeah. I do get what you mean. I feel like the crafty hardcore pick is JDM. Like, everyone's like, dude, I don't know, man. JDM, dude, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty realistic with my analysis. I feel like the Belal fight and the Poirier fight are pretty similar to each other in terms of JDM versus Islam. Like, for Islam fighting a boxer like Poirier, except, a welterweight, younger, less injuries, better at scrambling, not getting submitted in every title fight, more power on the feet, similar moments. And then from Belal versus JDM, you're dealing with, I would say Belal is really fucking tough, and he actually has probably better cardio than Islam. Not by a lot. Like, Islam's not going to die in round 5, but he does slow down a little bit. And he's a really good wrestler. He's good at mixing things up, striking and wrestling. I think he's not as technically good as Islam, but I would say he pushes the pace a little bit better, and he's a little bit more aggressive. So I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a war. I don't think it's going to be domination one way or the other. That's what I'll say.
I will say this. I agree with you on, like, it could be. If it is domination, I do think it's Islam dominating. I can't see a world where JDM goes in there and does it. I could see a quick finish.
I think Islam round 1 or 2 submission. I wouldn't say round 1. I think JDM's way too good for that. But I think Islam, if he's quick with the DAS, that could be something. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like he's going to be too prepared for that, training with Craig Jones and Volk. Like, and he's so good naturally already.
I hate the Craig Jones.
But it's true, though.
It's not true. It's not true. Craig Jones sucks against Dagestan. No. And let me just say something real quick, because the Dustin Poirier JDM comparison. Bro, first of all, I think Dustin... better. No, he's not. Like, objectively speaking, he's not. JDM's probably the most overrated.
Speaking, that's 36-year-old old man Poirier with one leg.
But let's talk optics. Let's talk resume. Dustin Poirier's been in there. Yes, you're right. He got submitted by a couple times by the best in the weight class. Yes, Khabib submitted him. Yes, Charles Oliveira submitted him. Yes, Islam Makhachev. These great grapplers are submitting him. Who's the best grappler he's went against? And you're going to say Gilbert Burns, who mauled him for 2 rounds straight. Gilbert Burns was known for fatigue.
He made him. He literally laid on.
No, he didn't. He didn't, though. Okay,
did your webcam just zoom in on you? Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What the fuck? You got a live editor, bro. No. Gilbert, can we stop with these narratives, bro? Gilbert Burns literally laid on this guy for 2 rounds.
No, he didn't.
And it was 1-1 going into the third. It should have been 1-1 going to the third. JDM outdamaged him in the first round. JDM outdamaged him in the first round.
No, JDM walks for, like, I'll give JDM credit.
Bro, Gilbert Burns getting wobbled every time they exchange, and he would have won round 3 against Burns as well.
He outstruck him round 2. He was landing the bigger shots in round 2 and then going to takedowns. That's JDM's problem.
He landed 2 shots in round 2.
That's two more significant strikes than JDM was landing. JDM was too busy getting up. He was too busy getting up.
I'm not disputing that he won the second round. Listen to me. I'm the JDM expert. Shut the fuck up. I'm the JDM expert here, all right? Okay, I'm the JDM expert. JDM won the first round. He outstruck him. Gilbert Burns got takedowns, but got off no damage, no sub attempts. Round 2, Gilbert Burns lands a good elbow, lands a good right hand, gets control, gets the back at the end of the second round. He wins that round. It's not dominant. Gets no damage.
What happened third round? Same thing third round.
Round 3.
Controlling him.
Round 3.
What happened?
Round 3. JDM at the start of that round wobbles Gilbert Burns really badly on the feet.
What? Then
Gilbert Burns gets to take it. Rewatch the fight. Gilbert Burns takes him down, gets on his back. No damage, no sub attempts. JDM does this sick fucking... Oh my god. Beautiful bloody roll.
You're glazing.
Sleeps this little bum.
Here's the thing. We're talking about competitive fights with Gilbert Burns. We're talking competitive fight with Bazel Chavez. Bro, Gilbert Burns at that point got smoked by Belal, no? What are you on about? Like we seen Gilbert
Belal
Burns.
got a title shot.
My thing is
But what I'm saying is Belal got a title shot beating him.
Wait. We've seen Gilbert Burns get smoked before then. You know, I know he's having close fights with Havez, who's a marauder, and Kevin Holland, who's like the fucking next best thing. My thing is, if you actually look at JDM's resume and who he's fought, you can't even compare. This is the best striker JDM's ever stood in front of Islam Makhachev. That's a fact. There's no striker you could look at anyone who's even half the striker Islam Makhachev is. There's not a grappler who's even half the grappler. Yeah, but can he do the HDCC, bro? BJJ black belt, bro. His black belt is not. It doesn't have the same weight as Islam's grappling in the UFC. There's no grappler or striker that he's ever stood in front of. I can't say the same for Islam. Islam's been in front of Volkanovski, who's way better. You can't even compare. You can't even compare.
No, but you
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Different attributes.
How so?
That makes it because Volkanovski, first of all, his chin has always been a question mark. That's a fact.
Why?
Okay. Number two, because he's getting wobbled by fucking jabs against Islam and all this shit. He's getting dropped by Max Holloway.
Okay,
before he went up to 155.
Hold on, no, but that's the thing. You're trying to say
and Chad Mendes.
That's not a questionable chin. Getting hurt and recovering is not a questionable chin. That just shows you have a good chin. That's not what a good chin is.
That is something that will sway rounds, is it not? That's something that could sway around when it's a very close
sure,
fight.
but he's won all those fights.
If Volk doesn't get wobbled by jabs and shit in that fight, or he's not at a complete size disadvantage because he's a 145. But by the way, his other wins: Poirier, old man. Former 145. Moicano.
You want to talk about resume?
145.
You want to talk about resume? Bro, Islam versus Charles? Islam versus... You can make fun of Dustin's old.
These are good wins.
Yes, versus Volkan. And you guys could try to play the featherweight narrative as if he's not pound for pound number one. Arguably the best win on his resume ever.
No, that is a good win. I have defended Islam on that.
Okay, exactly. And he's 50-45ing Max Holloway. Like, that's what Volk's doing. And then Islam's going in there and having great striking performances against guys like that. Islam has been in front. You're gonna say he's short. He's quicker than JDM. He's been against tall, rangy strikers who are a little bit more aggressive on the front foot, like Charles Oliveira. Now you could come at me and be like, I think Charles' striking sucks. Charles has hurt numerous people who are known as great strikers, like Justin Gaethje.
Charles is a good striker. He has good power, but I think JDM is defensively way better than him.
My point.
And JDM hits harder than Volk. And he can scramble. We've seen it. And his takedown defense against Cage is fucking elite.
No,
and
it's not.
It's not, though. That you brought up, please just stop, because he literally nearly killed Hafez that entire fight. That should never have been a split decision. JDM literally 10-8'd him in round 3. JDM 10-8'd him in round 3. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, he had a good third round. Okay, let's. I like that you brought that up because he fatigued, right? I like this common occurrence when JDM's having competitive fights with bums who suck, like Gilbert Burns and Basil Havez and Kevin Holland.
Gilbert Burns was top 5. What the fuck are you talking about? Makhachev lost with his Moicano. You're talking about
Gilbert Burns. What do you mean Makhachev lost Moicano? What are you on about? Bro, what do you mean?
No, I'm saying his last fight against Moicano.
Okay,
about JDM beating Gilbert
what
Burns.
What did he do to Moicano? When you put someone who's not Islam's level in front of them, what does Islam do to them? First round decapitation. When you put people like Kevin Holland in front of JDM, you know what JDM does? JDM does something what I call fighting to his level opposition. This guy, you put him in. You could put me in front of him. We're gonna have a split decision. He's gonna pull it off and win. Yeah, he's gonna get it done. That was a bar. That was good. But my point is, Gilbert Burns, he fights to the level of his opposition. Not Gilbert Burns, JDM, which I feel like is a bad habit. But there's a certain point where your opposition isn't fucking these fucking nobodies who suck dick. And
I'm sorry, but the judges completely bottled that though. JDM won 30-27 against Holland. No, but that's a fact.
You shouldn't.
He destroyed her.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Let me ask you this though. You put Islam in front of Moicano. You put Islam in front of Michael Chandler. You could put Islam in front of people who aren't that good. It's not going to be, the judges bottled this. It's going to be, you're not even going to see the final bell. What the fuck are you talking about, judges bottling shit? No one's going to get bottled. We're just going to finish you. We're going to make it look easy.
That is just a fact. And when you're fighting tricky matchups like that, and especially for the Hafez fight, that's three weight cuts in a week, bro. You know the context behind it.
And I can bring up context. And we can talk about facts. We can talk about facts.
Islam has a bad performance. Every time Islam has a bad performance, he comes in, brother, I have staph infection, brother, I have weight cuts.
What do you mean? He didn't. First of all, Islam doesn't make those excuses. That's just the truth. That's the truth. That's what happened. That's what we saw. Islam didn't say he performed badly against Dustin Poirier.
He literally had.
Okay, so my point is, yes, we could bring up like people making excuses, not being 100%. But guess what? The Dustin Poirier fight, Islam finished him after winning arguably every single round. He's going to decision with Kevin Holland and Basil Havez. Cut it out, man. Stop trying to compare the opposite. You can't even compare resumes because it's almost like a laughing of a thing. No, you're trying to justify his resume. His resume shit. He's having close fights with nobody.
No. You are talking about his resume as if, first of all, what the fuck does Kevin Holland have to do with fighting Islam Makhachev? That's number one.
This is my point. I'll tell you my point.
You're talking about his performances as if you know exactly why they're split decisions and all this stuff when you know that that's not true. You know that there's actual context there that disproves what you're saying.
It's just a
not like he's having a competitive back and forth. Oh my god, who's gonna win fight with
him? And Kevin Holland was Kevin Holland's competitive. Kevin Holland's rolling a lot of his punches.
Kevin Holland just throwing, slapping little shots that didn't do shit.
Like he always does.
JDM
like he always does. Him up. And JDM, who's supposed to be the best striker in the fucking weight class, is getting competitive fights with Kevin Holland. This guy is an embarrassment, man.
Yeah. He clearly outstruck him and took no damage.
He clearly outstruck him and took no damage. He took damage in his face, bro. He had a little mouse under his eye at the end of that fight against Kevin Holland.
He had a little scratch under his eye.
Yeah, against Kevin Holland, bro. Put Islam in front of Kevin Holland. That ends in 2 seconds.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's okay. Are you comparing Poirier to Holland?
No.
Okay, so cut it out then. Yeah, cut it out then.
You just said Islam like dominated Poirier. He looked like he got hit by a fucking train.
Bro, he had one. He got cut by one elbow in the 4th round when he was getting up.
When JDM lands that elbow on him, this kid's going out.
Oh, okay, let's get back to JDM, and I'm gonna give JDM credit here, and I'm pretty sure you already know my opinion about this. I think JDM has great scrambling, and Islam always submits people off scrambles, and it's pretty much inevitable in this fight that Islam's gonna have a moment.
It's necessarily off scrambles; it's more off them wrestling up into him. So when they try and wrestle up traditionally, like for a single leg or something like that, you saw Volk was never in any sort of danger from that because he scrambled the correct way.
Volk's better than him.
So I think that JDM is going to be. I think JDM is going to be a lot higher IQ in terms of the scrambling than people expect. Especially like I agree in some ways what you're saying that scrambling is where that is the most danger.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you look at the guys that he's submitting, like Moicano, I wouldn't call that a scramble. That's Moicano trying to wrestle up. Immediately getting submitted.
No, not what he wasn't trying to. He wasn't trying to wrestle up. He was trying to scramble. He was trying to kick off into create space and force the scramble to get up from that.
Yeah, he kicked off and then he went into him to try and get his legs and he gave him
the
front headlock.
He wasn't. No. He wasn't shooting it. That wasn't a takedown. That was, bro.
No, I'm not saying a takedown. I'm saying if you're trying to wrestle up.
Yeah,
wrestling up like
he created space. That's the only reason. No.
But you can't get to the front headlock without trying to wrestle up. I'm not saying he's trying to take down Islam. I'm saying you're just going to that spot where maybe you're on a single or something like that, and then you're trying to scramble from there. But wrestling up and scrambling, like from the total, they're two totally different things. Okay. I think Islam will have JDM's back in this fight. I don't see JDM giving up his neck.
I feel like he's going to be very. I don't even think about Islam even. I think JDM defends the back pretty well. I think Islam will actually control him because JDM is good at getting up. Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, I'm saying from the back. I think Islam can have control there, but I think the DAS narrative is like JDM's gonna be prepared for that.
Oh
I think
man, you're gonna eat your words really bad. You're gonna eat your words really bad. It's in 2 days, bro. Be careful, man.
It's common sense. If you're a JDM, you're thinking, what's the worst submission this guy has?
Exactly.
The DAS.
And that brings me to my next point. Like I said, you could say wrestle up, you could say whatever you want. Most of JDM's scrambles that I've seen him do, outside of when he has a fence involved in the one Gilbert Burns situation, he pushes off with his legs and he gets up, he wrestles up, whatever you say. He ends up giving his neck out, but a lot of people can't really capitalize on that. Gilbert Burns actually had him in a lot of front headlock positions, but Gilbert Burns kind of or a cradle position kind of stalled there because Burns is not as good. Yeah, he's not as good as he's not as good as Islam in the grappling MMA. I'm gonna be just straight up and transparent there. Where Islam I know is gonna capitalize, which leads me to the point I believe if Islam takes him down and he's in say half guard, first of all, Islam's way heavier in half guard than Belal Muhammad. If you look at how JDM got rid of Belal, he literally just bucked. Belal went flying. That would never happen.
He switched his hips on him.
That would never happen with Islam. Islam always turns his hip into the guy in half guard, and he does a really good job transitioning through multiple positions. And that you saying he doesn't want, I think he's not going to scramble as much because he understands the threat of if he tries to force a scramble, Islam's going to try to capitalize on that. So it might lead to a lot of situations that are stalling out in half guard. People might be like, oh, it's boring, dude. I can see JDM looking at the camera like, yeah, dude, hey man, he's controlling me, man. Get him off. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like JDM's default is going to be giving up his back to get back up. And I feel like Islam will backpack him a little bit.
That's bad. Yeah.
And we'll see similar to the Volk fight. Why? He did nothing to Volk when he had his back.
He's winning the round.
I understand that, but you have 5 rounds, and JDM's best rounds are later in the fight.
I agree.
That's fair to do in the first 2 rounds, especially because Islam, as soon as he loses a position, which he will do at some point against someone like JDM,
of course,
who's so scrappy, who's so good at scrambling, and you yourself can see that this probably will go to round 3 and 4, maybe round 5 if it's super competitive. Even in your perfect world, right? I don't think this will be like a round 1. Islam just fucking smokes him. I think JDM is prepared really well for this because he's known it's coming since the second he beat Belal Muhammad. That's number 1. But also, I feel like with that backpack position, Islam, he's good at controlling people. He goes to the body triangle really well, but he doesn't really get off much damage or control. People were literally arguing that Volk won round 4. I don't agree with this, but people were arguing that Volk won round 4 based on the fact Islam was just holding him.
Yes.
And Volk was doing. You remember this
I remember. But like that's delusional people. Like I don't pay that. That's like I could argue Kevin Holland beat JDM.
But no, you can't though. It's not true. All I'm saying is Islam Makhachev really good at control from those positions. If JDM concedes those positions, not necessarily damage or submission threat. And when JDM reverses position and gets away from these scrambles, which we saw Poirier escaping these positions really, really well, and he's a fucking old man. Dude,
Poirier's a better scrambler. Poirier's a better scrambler than JDM.
No, he's not. Oh my god.
So bring up fights that Justin gets controlled. Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's the best grappler of all time, Islam Makhachev, who did it for 1 round. Is that all you got? I can't play. Is Gilbert Burns even on the caliber of them?
Charles Oliveira was out wrestling the fuck out of this guy, taking him down. That's not even
Charles Oliveira just out wrestled Gamrot, who's known as one of the best open mat wrestlers. What's your point? Like I'm saying, all these are great grapplers. All those people you just said are better MMA grapplers than Gilbert Burns. They're all better MMA grapplers than Gilbert Burns. So stop trying to act like Jaden's so much better of a scrambler. Dustin Poirier's a better scrambler, period. Leave it at that. So stop it. Yeah, but you can't. You're saying he's getting submitted by who? Khabib Nurmagomedov.
No, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying if you're the better scrambler, why are you getting submitted every single fight, bro?
Because he's going against world class. You put JDM against any of these guys, what's he gonna do? Get submitted?
Who is submitted?
I'm not saying he's.
No one's.
Bro, he got rear naked choked as a kid. He got rear naked choked as a kid.
Why is your camera zooming in? What the fuck is this bullshit, bro? Dude.
Yo, the camera's
man. I think what I'm saying is, if I could finish my point here, JDM, when he gets out of these spots, when he reverses position, because he is a good scrambler. You yourself acknowledge he's really good at scrambling. He is good at it.
Yes.
Okay, and he's prepared for this fight. I think when JDM reverses position, like we saw against Poirier, and Poirier is a good scrambler too. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm not saying he's bad.
He's great.
I'm just saying JDM is physically, I think, better at it right now at this point in his career because he's not 36 with a bum hip, old. Poirier tore his fucking knee in that fight as well, broke his nose. I think when JDM reverses position, he's good at capitalizing on momentum. He's gonna go. He's gonna throw combos, and we see Islam kind of get like beat up when he loses those positions. We saw it against Volk, saw it against Poirier.
No, we didn't.
I feel like
we didn't see it against Dustin. He didn't see it against Dustin.
Yes, we did against
Not really.
What about the moment where he fails to take down, then he goes for a clinch and Dustin starts beating him up to the body.
He gets caught. That's one instance. Like that's bound to happen.
No, but there's multiple moments like that in that fight.
Not at all. The moment you're bringing up is the one moment arrow. That's it. There's no other. I watched that fight yesterday, dude.
But even in the second round, he fails a single leg, loses Dustin, tries to clinch him, starts getting tagged up to the body,
and
they go back in the center.
No, he doesn't.
If JDM, yes, they do. I literally just rewatched this.
I watched it yesterday. Yes, and that didn't happen. Islam outstruck him every single round, every single round, including that 4th round. The 4th round was the best moment of him because he cut him on the way up with an elbow when he's gone the way up, and then he started hammering his body. It looked cool, but even after that,
loses control of. Where JDM in those moments, I know for a fact, and you know for a fact, if you lose control of JDM, he's gonna go. He's gonna throw combos. He's gonna go.
He's scrappy. He's a dog. He's an Aussie. He's
gonna go. He's gonna get in Islam's face, bro. He's gonna feel power that he hasn't felt before. That's a fact.
I agree there. You see, you watched my video, bro. You're just saying what I said.
Oh, bro.
You're saying what I said. Yeah, I do think. I actually do. I will say. I think he's gonna be the most powerful punch, because Islam, like, I never thought Islam was going against power. Charles hits pretty hard, but most, like, this is a weight class above. But I didn't even mention the weight class above. I think Islam's gonna literally Ilia Topuria max, bro. Like, Ilia looks stronger than Charles. He looked quicker. He's gonna be faster objectively. I'm not trying to ladder man skill max here, but I know he's gonna be faster than JDM. JDM doesn't even throw his combos that fast. They're like deceptive. It might be deceptively quick. He kind of moves in like it's rhythm based.
Boom, boom, boom. Like,
yeah.
Very well timed.
It looks smooth against people who like kind of just shell up and like take it like bitches, like Kevin Holland, who still had a competitive fight with him. But like people like Islam Makhachev, if you're just gonna like come forward momentum, abandoning all fucking defensive ability and just start winging from punches from like the fucking windmills, you're gonna get double legged and put on your ass. Like I don't know what
JDM
you think that is gonna happen.
I don't know why you're characterizing JDM as like this brawler, bro. Like he's fucking so accurate, and he has really good.
He's accurate, yes, but when he throws his punches and lets his combos go, they look smooth. But if you actually look at the way where his hands are positioned, opening up like this, bro, you're gonna get double legged or single legged.
I disagree. I think the power and the changing of the levels, because he mixes things up between the body and the head really well.
Yeah,
and he has good uppercuts and good knees up the middle. I feel like JDM is not just a one-dimensional boxer. Like, he actually has really good, like, level change feints as well. Touches the body really well. I think when he backs up Islam, because what I mean by these moments where JDM will go and capitalize and do damage as well, is when Islam loses position, like, again, the Poirier fight, the Volk fight, whatever, you do see him kind of go back. Like, it's smart. He goes back to the center of the cage, but he does go back in straight lines. And I think JDM's the type of guy that will pull the trigger. And he's willing, and he's not scared of being taken down too. I think JDM is one of those fighters that's not like, I cannot hit the ground. He's like, I'm confident I can get back up. If you listen to every single thing he says,
that's a problem.
Every single fight, why? He's confident, like, I can use my shit.
Who are you doing this against? Who are you doing it against,
bro? Belal Muhammad.
Belal Muhammad had bro. If you look at the way,
glazing Belal Muhammad.
Yes, bro. And I'm gonna tell you. Okay, but this is the thing about Belal Muhammad. First of all, his game plan was not anything I said he was gonna do. He came out initially and gave out the front foot. And let me just say this about Belal Muhammad's takedown attempts: they're so telegraphed and half-that's. It's like when Kobe was shooting on Buckley. And like I don't
because he was
my thing. Up, no, bro. He wasn't getting pieced up. And I'm gonna tell you why I know this. I rewatched this fight. First of all, having competitive striking match with Belal, bro, you're gonna get shit on by Islam, who's a way better striker than JDM. We haven't got to the point where Islam's a way better striker than JDM. But let's say
it's borderline 4-1 JDM.
Yeah.
It's borderline 4-1 JDM.
I'm sure.
Belal Muhammad got literally pieced up.
It was 3-2. It was 3-2 JDM. He's having a war with Belal on the feet. Who we?
Not really, bro. Belal Muhammad's just a fucking blockhead.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
It's all from round 5 from one fucking elbow on the bottom. The rest of the fight,
you think that was? Oh my god, bro! You're delusional. You're delusional. You know. You're delusional. You know.
Google JDM round 4. JDM's
I saw that.
Up until it's literally clean, bro.
It's just that his face are gonna your face is gonna swell up more after the fight. It's not. It was accumulation. If you actually watch how much times Belal would have this guy fucking pumping his head back against the fence, and I was like, Belal, shoot, Belal, shoot, but he's like this. Why are you dancing in front of this nigga? Shoot. No, he's in his face. He backed this guy up. No. Bro, his takedown defense is overrated. Got mauled by Burns, bro.
No, you defended all of Belal's takedowns.
No, he didn't. Belal started scoring in the championship rounds. Belal started scoring in the championship rounds. Belal started scoring. Yes, he did. He did. No, he had two. He had two in round 5. He had one early on. He had a reversal. And he got up because Belal has no heavy hips. Unlike Islam. Islam's heavy hips. JDM, Belal, you will never, you can't find. Belal can never control someone from half guard position. He's not Islam. Belal gets control from the back. Look at any Belal fight. Anyone who actually watches his fights and film will know this. He controls people from the back or getting some kind of hook in. Islam can actually control people in half guard. Islam's heavy.
He had to resort to a different game.
Bro, that's not why he couldn't get his takedowns going. He didn't shoot. He shot one takedown in the first 2 rounds. People try to milk that. Oh, look at the stat. No, see, now you're gonna move the goalpost. You're gonna move the goalpost. No, that's the truth of the matter. It was a shit game plan by Belal, and you still went to war with Belal.
JDM's high guard, his body work, his footwork, his stance switching makes it extremely hard to track him down.
Why are you glazing the strike? Islam's a better striker than that fucking guy you're glazing right now. Though. Why? What makes Islam a worse striker than him?
Islam and JDM have a striking match right now, a boxing match right now. JDM wins. That's
no, Islam wins. Islam wins. I don't care what people say. Islam's a better striker. Islam has proved he's a better striker. Yeah, we do. We do, baby. Islam's a better striker. There's nothing in the world that can convince me that JDM's a better striker. JDM is okay. You can laugh. You can laugh, but you can't prove me wrong. You can laugh, but you can't prove me wrong.
It's just laughable.
So why is it laughable? Why is it laughable?
Makhachev does not win his fights based on his striking.
Of course he does. Of course he does. He outstruck Volk the first 4 rounds on the feet. He outstruck Volk. What do you mean? He would lean back. He would send Volk fucking flying. You don't even know about the clinch striking. The knees of the body was leaning on Volk. He was schooling him.
Hey! He does have a good clinch.
Of course, that's striking.
JDM will push him away from the clinch just like Poirier was able to do.
Says very easily. He schooled Poirier on the feet. He killed Poirier on the feet. What are you on about? You're going to bring up a 4th round? What about every other round? He got caught. He got cut on 1 round. Like I said, the 4th. You can't look at rounds 1, 2, 3, or 5 on the feet.
You just did that with Belal and JDM. You just did the exact same thing with
What do you mean?
Yes, you did.
How? When?
You just did the exact same thing because JDM did not get any damage until round 5.
Belal did. Belal was. If you actually watch the fight, Belal was landing consistent punches on JDM. They're going tit for tat on the feet. Tit for tat with someone with 0 defensive ability. Because Islam walks forward like a fucking idiot and just takes punches to the face. Like a fucking imbecile?
No, Poirier was walking him down, bro. Getting in his face.
Poirier got outstruck every single round. Poirier got outstruck every single round.
Back and forth. The exact same thing happened to Belal. Belal got outstruck every single round.
Okay, so let's compare. Who's a better striker, Dustin or Belal? Let's talk about it.
By your logic, the threat of the takedown, right? Because Belal Muhammad's been able to outstrike way like Leon Edwards and all these other guys with the threat of the takedown. Oh, Belal's actually the better striker. Bro. That's your logic.
No, that's not my logic. You know, yes, I can say that. Of course, I think that. Why can I not say that? What? You can't prove? Okay, it's not true based on BedTimeMMA's opinion. Of course he is.
Khabib,
of course.
Khabib will be like, nah, he needs to wrestle, bro.
Islam,
that's a fact,
bro. I've said this before the Dustin fight, before the Volk fight. No, it's not about we'll see. You know what I'm saying is true, and you can't prove it wrong until you're gonna wait till Saturday.
True because JDM
Why is it not true?
This guy up.
Why is it not true?
Because JDM has way better boxing.
Says
he has
who?
Very comparable defense. Bro, everyone.
No, JDM has competitive boxing matches with everyone. Name one person JDM didn't have a competitive boxing match with who's supposed to be like Kevin Holland competitive, Chavez competitive, Belal competitive. If you're the best boxer, if you're the best boxer,
it was a split decision.
No, it's competitive. It's competitive.
These guys are
okay,
on the same level.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's competitive. Because it's competitive because if you're hitting someone and getting hit, then it's going to be a competitive fight. If you look at a great striker in the welterweight division like MVP, there's people who hit people and don't get touched. If you look at Islam Makhachev, you can say what you want about, well, Dustin cut him in 1 round. He was hitting Dustin. Dustin was missing. He was hitting Volk. Volk was missing. He hits the best strikers like Charles Oliveira. They're missing. My thing is, Islam Makhachev is the best defensively sound striker and the best offensive striker and the best overall striker and the best kicker and the best boxer that JDM ever stood in front of, as well as the fact he's the best wrestler, as well as the best grappler, as well as the best BJJ practitioner that JDM never stood in front of. JDM has never been in front of a good, well-rounded opposition in his entire life, and the only thing you can point to is Belal with a poor game plan. Outside of that, like I said, Belal Muhammad with a poor game plan. But don't compare Belal to Islam skill for skill. That's disrespectful. That's not something comparable. They're not comparable. Why are they comparable? Why?
They are comparable. Why? The way that they fight is comparable. They are grapplers who have solid boxing and pressure.
No.
They are comparable.
Islam Makhachev's a defensively sound striker who doesn't take risks. Belal Muhammad's a striker more like Sean Brady. Belal Muhammad's a striker. No, wait. Belal's a striker who walks forward and tries to overwhelm you with volume.
Explain to me how, in your world, in your logic, this is a competitive fight. This is a close fight, right? But the resume and the performances of both these guys are completely incomparable. How does that make any fucking sense?
I can tell you why.
How is Islam levels above JDM in every single way by your logic,
I'll tell you why.
Doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, this is gonna be a war, bro. This is a competitive fight, dude. Hey, you're right, dude.
I said this fight could go 2 ways. It could be a war. It could be an easy night for Islam. But I'm gonna say why I think it still could be competitive. Because the one thing I give credit for JDM, he's an Aussie. Like he's one of those Aussies who are actually gonna sit there and fight. Like that's just a thing with Australians I've been seeing lately. They're gonna fight.
Me now, man.
They're gonna fight. Hey, I saw some bedtime kickboxing matches. Muay Thai, man.
Right.
Listen, bro, you're gonna fight until the end, and you're gonna be a marauder. That's my point. I know JDM's not gonna go anywhere. So I know, even if Islam's tit for tatting him and like outstriking him, and JDM's getting frustrated, like, oh come in, bro, why don't you want to strike? And then maybe gets taken down. He's like, oh, now you're gonna be a bitch. I could see him looking like that, being frustrated the whole fight while getting outstruck and taken down and mollywop. But when that 4th and 5th round comes, he's not gonna go anywhere. There's some people who have that happen to them, and they mentally break. I know JDM's not gonna do that.
Won every single final round of every fight of his career.
Okay.
Like every single last round. I'm saying I understand what you're saying. No, he's not. Islam's getting mogged in round 5, dude. That's a fact. Islam's getting mogged in round 5, dude.
Yeah, round 5 TKO, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah, head kick, bro. Yeah, head kick. Come on, Leon. What are you doing, man? Dude. Nah, man. I think this is going to be a fucking war, man. I think JDM's going to prove a lot of people wrong again. Because this is where I kind of disagree with you. Because I understand what you're saying, that everyone's picking JDM from our perspective. Because we watch a lot of YouTubers. And I feel like the goal is always, what's my opinion going to be that people will want to watch? You know what I mean? And I'm just straight up living the JDM. Like, I genuinely believe JDM is so good. I think he's going to be able to mix things up really well. His scrambling is super high level. I think that we still, I feel like I can't wait to see him fight Islam and start proving people like, yes, he is actually this fucking good. Because I feel like he gets disrespected so much. He's so good, but people act like he has no business being in the fucking championship division. Like it's so weird. They have way more glaze for like Tom Aspinall than JDM.
I don't know why.
To me does not make any fucking sense. Yeah. Like I feel like JDM has proven he's on a fucking 18 fight win streak, and that's why I feel like there's still people being like, dude, Islam destroys this guy. This guy's gonna be crying on the.
No one's saying that though. That's why I disagree with you, dude. UFC fighters are all saying JDM. YouTubers are all saying JDM. Everyone I know is all saying. I don't know anyone picking Islam. Except for me. To be fair,
it was kind of similar with Belal JDM. I know that we feel like JDM was like an underdog, but MMA Guru picked JDM.
No,
Lucas Tracy picked JDM.
No,
I picked JDM.
That was different. No, that was different. That was different.
because you would, because a lot of UFC fighters were picking JDM, but then like the general public consensus was, yeah, that's true. If you go back and rewatch,
not really. Not really. They would just be like, if Belal didn't take it seriously or something like that. That's what they're saying.
But I do feel like a lot of UFC fighters and the general public were like, nah, Belal's just gonna out-grapple him because of the Hafez fight and all this stuff. And now, even now, they can't accept it. They're like, oh, Belal decided to go out there and strike. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
He did.
He couldn't get the takedowns. He couldn't get takedowns.
No.
He shot 2 less takedowns than he did against Leon Edwards.
Oh my god, that's a stat argument that I hate, because that's, if you watch the fight, one takedown in the, okay, I'll tell you why. Let me just get this out of the way and address it now. Shooting one takedown in the first 2 rounds when both guys are fresh is the biggest mistake you could ever make. Yes, when you're shooting takedowns in 3, 4, 5, when you're already tired, everyone's sweaty. Like, what are you mentally stupid? My thing is, you're not going to complete a sweaty takedown on someone who has good takedown defense if you're not doing the first 2 rounds. Islam's going to shoot in the first 2 rounds. I know that. I'm not an idiot. Like, anyone with common sense will do that. Yes, of course, because that's common sense. If you look at how Belal fought Leon the first time, when he came and he started backing up, and Leon took the center ring. Leon was beating the fucking dog shit out of him. And then the rematch, Belal was like, let me just not do that again. And then he just came out right from the first round. And that's how I thought Belal was going to fight, but he's like, came out, he's like, all right, JDM,
but I just feel like once you get in there, it's just a totally different thing to look at. Like, because look, Hafez did that, right? He went across the cage straight away, shot a takedown,
beat the fuck out of him,
took down JDM, and got out scrambled, got threatened with subs, got the brakes beat off him.
Basil Habaz is doing this.
He came in roided up, and JDM had 3 weight cuts, and JDM still beat his ass.
Oh, like the excuses. I wonder what your excuse is going to be.
Islam would never take a short notice fight against anybody that's like roided up, dude.
Okay, so Islam after Armin pulled out, I'll fight anyone in the world, brother.
Easy matchups, Moicano, brother. But then when
because he called out Moicano, or did he say anyone who can make 155, bring them here? Which did he say?
But then when Ilya wants to fight him at 155, he's brother, I don't.
Oh yeah, because Ilya definitely deserves that, because Ilya had so much defenses over there. But my point is,
he beat Islam's best win. What are you talking about?
I mean, we can talk about Islam's best win, but we can't talk about JDM's best win, because his best win's fraudulent.
Islam's best win. Oh, you changed the topic because you know Islam's
my thing is, you just, no matter what happens in this debate, you can never speak about Islam's resume. It's just you can't. You don't have the.
But I'm not trying to discredit it. I'm just saying when you look at
you just can't.
Poirier and Belal, I like to do it like this. I don't know about you, but when I think about fights, I do not worry about every single fight they've ever had. Like, I'm not going to get in my prediction video being like, dude, Adriano Martin's caught him with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be banking on that. Right? Like, I remember a good example of this, Charles Oliveira, Armin Sarukian. People being like, well, I don't know, man. Joaquim Silva caught him with a left hook, so I think Charles by knockout round. Like, I'm like, dude,
no. I think there's got to be a year cutoff. But like Gilbert Burns, I think you
have to look at the similar stylistic matchups. Like, what do they look like against these styles? Like, when I thought about Belal versus JDM, I was rewatching Belal versus Jeff Neal and guys like that, and that's the type of fights that I'm like, I think JDM can do something.
That's not a bad thing, which is why a lot of people watch like Islam Volk, like, who's a way better striker than JDM, you know, way better wrestler than JDM. Way better, like not even comparable. You can't ever compare if you put someone like MVP in front of JDM, he doesn't win a single round. But you put someone like Volkanovski in front of Max, he'll win every single round. My thing is
Ian Garry smogged him. Yeah,
because wrestling. But like I said, the best striking guy, JDM, in the welterweight division can't beat MVP with one arm behind his back, likely.
Because MVP will never get a title shot. That's why.
Okay, so at least you know he's not going to. At least you know he can't be MVP. But my point is, you put Volk in front of you can put Volk in front of Max Holloway. He'll 50-45 Max Holloway.
Dude, MVP beat someone in the.
At least you know that he's not even the best striker. So what is JDM the best at?
He doesn't have to.
What's JDM the best at? Islam's a better striker. Islam's a better. What is JDM better than Islam at?
He's a better boxer.
How?
Islam piece his ass up.
Yeah, just like Dustin was gonna do that too. Just like Dustin, right? Okay. Just like Dustin was gonna piece him up in the boxing. Okay.
Let's see. And cut to JDM walking down Islam.
Dude, you're getting man. You're getting It's gonna be a tough Saturday for you. It's gonna be a tough Saturday. But listen, man, as an Aussie, I understand you, because I've been there before. Let's go fucking. I mean, Kamaru beat Buckley, but you're not gonna have that. I guess Izzy and Mavov. It's gonna be like my Izzy and Mavov for you. You know, you're gonna watch your boy. If he gets knocked out, you might get slammed out. He might get head kicked.
He's not doing the splits like Izzy, bro.
All right. Listen, man. I think for the main event we could actually, because I still want to pick your mind about Leon. See, main event we said what we said.
Leon Edwards.
You know, but Leon Edwards. Carlos
Are you picking Leon?
Prates, dude. There's no world. Not even on their worst day will Leon ever lose to Carlos Prates. Like, it's not even possible. Like, I don't think it's a possible. Like, when I say like things aren't possible, like Carlos Prates beating Leon Edwards, Prates who only succeeds against people who are 5'11" or under, gonna go in there and somehow.
Who is Leon Edwards succeeding against, bro?
Who's he not succeeding against? Who's not a wrestler? Well,
Muhammad, Sean Brady.
Who's not a wrestler?
Man, Diaz, put him on fucking Crip Street.
Five-round fight where he fatigued in the 5th round. No one's going to beat Leon Edwards in the course of a 3-round fight. Is he going to fatigue a 3-rounder?
Mate, Leon Edwards, I just feel like he's one of the most overrated.
How?
I feel like Leon Edwards.
I like how you're on about win streak. You're on about win streak when it involves JDM. You won't be on about win streak when it involves Leon. Fair enough.
Because Leon Edwards' win streak was dog shit.
Oh, but JDM's win streak's amazing. Yeah, Holland.
Gilbert Burns and Belal Muhammad are better wins than any.
No, that was before. No, we're talking about like run to the title.
On that win streak.
We're talking about run. We're talking about run to the title.
Gilbert Burns is a better win than any Leon win on the way to the title. Please tell me who Leon beat to get a title shot. Who did he beat?
You want me to speak in an unironic like you want me to speak like unironically because Burns, who's coming off a 50-45 loss, isn't necessarily, in my opinion. But let me tell you something. I think what what you're showing for me beforehand matters. Like getting 50-45 by Belal isn't the best look ever. In my opinion,
champion of the division.
Yeah, you could say he wasn't a champion at the time. But he wasn't champion. Yeah, Sean Brady was. But who was Sean Brady before that as well? Like nobody. At that point, they weren't proven.
He was rising up the division.
Just like JDM's undefeated against bums outside of like his championship win. But my point is, Leon Edwards in this stylistic matchup, 6'2" against a 6 foot whatever.
I understand the logic. It's not a wrestler.
No,
not a wrestler. I understand that.
Not even that.
But my counter argument is this: if you're looking at like the Ian Garry fight against Carlos Prates and being like, listen, dude, Leon Edwards can outstrike him. You know, Leon Edwards has good grappling. He can mix in his wrestling. Leon Edwards, his best grappling highlights are when someone tries to grapple him and then he counters it. He has really good defensive grappling. That's why Sean Brady beating him was so impressive. And Belal, right? Like, that's why it was such a risky fight. Like, I was like on the fence about Leon versus Belal because Leon has such good takedown defense and he's really good at reversing those grappling exchanges. Leon Edwards is not going out there just putting people on the back foot with combinations like Ian Garry or shooting takedowns like Ian Garry. Leon Edwards is a point fighter.
Not true.
He's extremely low output. Yes, it is. Nope. That is true. Look how many.
He didn't fight Nate like that. He was putting it on Nate with combos, and he was also taking down Nate with like some clean sweeps, in my opinion. So I think you're wrong by everything you're saying.
He had good sweeps, but that's Nate Diaz.
Okay, Nate Diaz is a harder fight than Carlos Prates.
Just stop, bro.
Especially in a 5-round. Bro, who the fuck is Prates? Oh, well, Kenny, he did beat Jeff Neal Magny, man. Fuck off, man. Like, this guy is...
This guy... Bro. The Shavkat fans are going to get mad, bro.
What Shavkat win?
Hey, the Shavkat fans are going to get mad, bro. Those are his best wins, dude.
Yeah, well, I've always said Shavkat's a little bit overrated to me. Like, I've said that. I'm like, I don't
no, but Carlos Prates, the difference between him and Leon Edwards is they're both low output, except... Leon Edwards gets backed up to the fence every single fight.
Nope.
Even when there isn't wrestling, he's getting backed up.
Never.
He's super low output. He's a point fighter. He spars when he fights people. He does not try and hurt. That's a fact.
Let me explain the difference.
His boxing is not even that good. He's getting pieced up on the feet by Sean Brady in the boxing.
Okay.
I think Prates is going to knock him out against the
We're gonna address all of that. First of all, let's talk about Sean Brady and why he was getting outboxed. Sean Brady has a takedown threat, and Sean Brady actually throws a lot more volume than someone like Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates comes forward and he's gonna hand fight you and not actually let his hands go unless he's comfortable and he has a significant height rate. Wait. Let me tell you. Let me just finish this point because you're not gonna like this point. Yes, Leon only struggles with high volume with pressure and a takedown threat. If you don't have all three of those things, you're not gonna look. If you look at Usman in the third fight, what was he doing? Just walking forward, not throwing much. And what was Leon doing? All right, come here. Let me fucking tie clinch, knee you up in the middle. Let me uppercut you. Let me hit you with a hook uppercut. Let me just piece you up while you keep walking forward with no output. Because if you're gonna come forward like a fucking idiot, I'm just gonna put it on you. Even Sean Brady, who had high volume, was still walking into some clean elbows. Luckily, he has a fucking good chin. Outside of that, you would have fucking probably got floored. Prates was going to come forward and be like, let me just hand fight you and not actually let my hands go because I don't feel comfortable letting my hands go against someone really tall and rangy like me. He's going to look
Leon
like a fucking
let
idiot.
His hands go either.
No, like I said, no. Leon's let his hands go on defensive, on his counter-striking. That's why he was letting his hands go against Usman when Usman was walking him down with nothing behind it. Same with Sean Brady. He was even letting his hands go with counter-punching. Anybody who walks forward against Leon, he's going to make you pay. He doesn't really let his hands go when he's coming forward on the front foot because he feels less comfortable. But as far as for a counter-striking standpoint, that's the only time he lets his hands go. So how can you ever look at a fight with someone like Prates who's gonna come forward, low output, low volume, and do nothing except for getting fucking outstruck?
Because if you back yourself up against the fence with someone like Carlos Prates, that is where he is most dangerous. That's when he will let his hands go.
Yeah,
he will strike.
When you're 5'11".
There is multiple fights where Carlos Prates starts out low output and then finds the range, backs him up to the fence, and then finishes them, right? Leon Edwards puts himself against the fence every single fight. I just feel like Prates is going to get, like, I think Leon will do good on the back foot early on. I don't think he'll get a takedown.
It's not a 5-round fight.
I think he'll clinch up Carlos Prates and then maybe try a little tie sweep or something. They break away. I think at some point in a 15-minute fight, because Leon Edwards is a decision machine. He's not a finisher. We're not going to act like he's fucking dangerous.
He doesn't need to.
He has no power in his hands at all.
Doesn't need to.
He has good elbows on the break of clinches. Of course. But he will get backed up to the fence at some point because he's Leon Edwards and he is chinny. He got rocked by Belal Muhammad. I'm sorry. That's a bad look.
He's chinny because he got rocked and didn't get finished. Belal finished on Brady.
Wobbled. He got jelly legged, bro.
Okay, like I said, you're bringing up fights that were 5-round fights with the same pressure. Like I said, but Leon Edwards, like I said, it was a pressure that breaks him. I feel like you're a fighter. You should get this. When you're fatigued and you get hit, you're gonna get wobbled more. Like Nate Diaz didn't rock him because he's absurdly strong. My thing is, you're saying round 2, but with what output? You know how much times he was getting grapple fucked? You know how much fatiguing it was with that?
Regardless if there's output, when there's pressure, when you are moving backwards the entire fight and you are backed up.
That's not how Leon fights. That's not how Leon fights. Yes, he's on the back foot, but I call it seesaw. I think JDM does it too. You take the center, you know when to take initiative, and you know when to surrender the front foot. But when Leon is surrendering the front foot, he's still low kick and circling. People used to call him the low kick and circle machine, just like Izzy used to do on his title run. Yes, and it works. The thing about that, you could try to act like, well, Carlos Prates is going to back him against the fence. He had Ian Garry against the fence multiple times, and he wasn't letting his hand go because he can't trust his hands if he doesn't have a significant reach advantage.
Ian Garry had the takedown threat and higher.
Oh, but Leon Edwards doesn't have a takedown threat. Ian Garry had no takedown threat. He has, like, I'm going to hug you threat. He's not actually going to score a takedown. Leon Edwards is way better at wrestling.
He was mixing in takedown attempts, and he does have good jiu-jitsu as well.
Okay, his wrestling is shit. Leon Edwards is way better wrestling.
Every single round, he's shooting takedowns. No, but Leon, does he, though? Who is Leon Edwards taking out in the open? Who is he taking down, shooting a shot?
Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz. Yeah, you can laugh. Nate Diaz has better. He has better BJJ. He has better jiu-jitsu. He has better jiu-jitsu than Prates.
Yeah, obviously, he has better jiu-jitsu than Prates, but not better wrestling, not better takedown defense.
Bro, Prates takedown defense is overrated. You think his takedown defense is good because he's defending Ian fucking Garry, the fucking scrawny motherfucker who doesn't even know how to shoot a double leg.
Ian Garry outgrappled your boy MVP. What are you talking about? He's taking him down every time.
Oh, because MVP is the best defensive wrestler in UFC history. My fault. I didn't know that.
You said MVP.
What are you on about?
MVP was going to be champ. He beats JDM.
No, he's not going to be champ. He's just better than JDM at JDM's best weapon, which is his boxing. That's my whole point. Yeah, leave your boy JDM alone. He's gonna lose that MVP talk every time. Yeah,
baby. Fighting at middleweight against randoms, bro. MVP knows he can't beat JDM. That's why he's at middleweight.
Okay, because JDM definitely wants that fight. JDM can't beat anyone in this weight class. He's gonna get fucking steamrolled.
MVP can't beat anyone in the top 10. So what are we even talking about?
MVP would beat the dog shit out of JDM in such a one-sided fight.
But he couldn't beat Ian Garry, and he will never beat anybody.
Ian Garry probably also could beat JDM.
Beat Leon Edwards.
I don't know who can't beat JDM. Anyway, so I can't wait for that fucking fight this Saturday.
Muhammad, your boy.
Yeah, in a rematch with a good game plan. That guy's dunking him on his head. And you know it. I know you know it, but it's okay. I know because I know you actually.
That's like Kobe coming to right now. We got unfinished business.
Nah, jokes aside, I can't. But no, I actually like that. It was I like everything that happened. People are sold. They're sold on JDM. I really think. Oh yeah, JDM the best of defending takedowns. Yeah, man, he struck with Belal Muhammad. Who the fuck does that? Who goes tit for tat and survives with Belal? I like the narrative, man. It's gonna be very interesting how they say after the fight, well, Belal sucked. Like, who cares? Like, Islam's supposed to be a good win. What would you do
if Islam loses and everyone says that he was too small for JDM? Would that annoy you?
Well, it would annoy me because he actually looks enormous. Like, what are they gonna say? Like, they're gonna no one's gonna say that.
If he loses,
no one's gonna say that
because I feel like they might say that. I mean, Volk Islam. All they were saying that he's a featherweight. Like, that's all they're saying.
That's coping, though. That's just them trying to, like...
And Islam outstruck him in that fight, too, and they were like, it's just because of the size difference or whatever, you know?
Yeah, well, that made no sense. Like, size difference doesn't equate to striking.
No, with the wrestling, that's what I'm saying. Like, they kind of ignored the striking.
That's a national Australian wrestling champion. Oh, my God, I just realized JDM's just nothing compared to Volk, is he? Yeah, this is going to be funny. Like, JDM's literally
way bigger, way more dangerous on the feet, way more power.
Because bigger makes sense or like means something in the world of fighting. He's gonna get
it does help with grappling. If you're a good grappler and you're bigger than someone, that's also a really good grappler.
DDP was good at grappling.
Hey, let's not compare these two because we've seen
DDP literally. True, DDP is a lot better. My fault. That was a stupid comparison.
Not really. Though.
No,
really. He jumps guillotine every
time. A lot better than JDM in everything. Like I don't think.
Not really. Though.
Better resume, better looking, better physique, maybe. I don't know. Better.
Kind of gay, bro. I'm not gonna...
better accent, whoa. Brother. Everything he do better, brother. Like what is like? Don't ever compare. All right, let's not even get there. Don't compare JDM to anyone.
DDP's dumbass. Shut the fuck up. JDM will piece him up, bro.
Yeah, you believe that, right? You think JDM? Yeah,
I know that for a fact. JDM will piece him up, bro.
Yeah.
JDM would make him look like a fucking moron on the field. Bro, that's a fact.
JDM is probably listen. If JDM goes down as the worst champion, I'm not even gonna say he was the worst because I'm gonna say
Belal Muhammad or Big Ank, mate. That's Uncle Live, bro.
Big Ank. You were glazing Ank. Were you not? Hold on. Were you not one of the glazers on Ank, or are you just switching up now, eh?
Dude, after you have a 4-second title reign and you land 3 strikes,
look at you, you know. Look at you.
How am I supposed to defend that?
No, I didn't defend it, but he's better than 99% of that weight class. Okay, we'll see, man.
I thought you were going to say he's better than JDM. I was like, bro, just stop.
Ankle Live
just got bitched in your first title defense.
Ankle Live is not. Oh my god! Someone clip that in chat. I'm gonna make someone clip. Oh, say it again. He got bitched in his first title. Say it again. Yeah. What happened to him in the first title defense? Oh man. Oh no. You're gonna wish you never said what you just said. He got bitched in his first title defense. He's nothing. I can't wait to see Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev this Saturday at UFC.
JDM would never get done like that ever, bro. That's a fact.
So he
never ever would get done like that.
But you're also coming up Belal for having a war with JDM, right? And he failed his first title defense. Let's see what happens with JDM.
No. I'm not calling him out for that. When did I say that?
Listen, if JDM goes down as the worst champion, I'm not even going to say he was the worst because I'm going to say
Belal Muhammad or Big Ank, mate.
No, I said he's going to be the worst champion. He said, but Belal Muhammad.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, if JDM loses to Islam Makhachev and you say he's the worst champion of all time, how does that make sense?
Of course I'm going to say that. Of course I'm going to say that because unlike I'll tell you why. Because Belal Muhammad actually had some good names. Belal had good names up in his resume. I don't care about beating Belal.
JDM beat him.
Exactly. On a bad game plan tonight. Like you don't understand the narratives that are gonna happen with this guy when he loses this Saturday, do you? You don't get it, do you? You don't understand the narratives from like the Dagestani haters too. Dude, what?
But the thing that's so annoying is that even if JDM wins, they're just gonna say, "Oh, why didn't Islam?"
No one will say that. This is Islam Makhachev. This is the top 3 fighter.
Islam was too small, bro. All this stuff.
No, if anyone says that, like,
why did Islam try and strike, bro? Why didn't he wrestle more?
Yeah, because Islam's a better. Listen to my words. He's a better striker. You're gonna feel really goofy about this.
You're gonna see him diving for legs, though. You're gonna see him.
Of course, he's gonna mix it up. This is not boxing. This is MMA, man. You know, understand.
But you're saying he's way better than JDM on the striking.
Everything.
Bro. I don't get it.
He can't beat JDM at anything.
Why is he gonna be
JDM maybe
I
don't know. Do they surf there? Maybe surfing he better than him at.
Damage him.
You don't believe a word you're saying. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. I actually want to see your reaction. I'm glad you're gonna be live. Maybe at the end of my stream, I look at your stream, see how you look at blankly at the monitor, like. Guys, I kind of knew this was gonna happen. You're gonna switch to the bedtime fence sitter. Listen, I kind of understood the scrambling was risky.
Be cheering. Yeah, we did it. We beat Islam. We slept him. Let's fucking go.
Listen, man. You're going 0-2. The thing I like about this debate. Let me tell you why this debate's perfect for both of us. Leon Edwards is gonna end up fighting Prates. We're gonna know what's gonna happen. Islam's gonna fight JDM. Oh my god, I can't believe the Prates pick is like JDM. I see what you're saying. Prates, you're rage baiting. Like Prates, you're rage baiting.
I feel the opposite. I feel like you are like I just don't see it with Leon at all. I just feel like he's one of the most overrated champions of the past couple years.
Oh wait, quick. Actually, I want to ask you this. So when you watch Ian Garry and Prates wasn't throwing, like what was going through your head? Were you like, oh well, like, what were you saying?
I picked Ian Garry.
Okay, yeah, but just from like an analytic, like a standpoint right now, because now you're going into a fight where he's going against another tall, rangy counter striker, and you think like he's going to let his hands go.
I would say that Ian Garry physically, I think he has closer reach to Prates. That's one thing, and also he just throws way more combinations. Like Leon Edwards is at a pretty big reach disadvantage against Prates. That's number one, but also he throws way less.
No, he doesn't.
Strikes than Ian Garry. Yes, he does. He's way lower output. Yep. And he doesn't mix in takedowns nearly as much as Ian Garry does. That's just a fact. So I feel like they are similar, and I do see what you're saying, I guess, but they're not. They're not the same. I don't think
they're not the same. And also, I agree.
Leon Edwards is more chinny, though. I just think Leon Edwards is more chinny.
Ian Garry,
basically every fight.
You can't even say Ian Garry's not. Ian Garry got dropped like a Chinese dude, bro. Like I could bring up Leon getting fatigued and dropped. and I could bring up Ian Garry actually getting dropped. Don't try to pick and choose who's more chinny based on who's getting dropped. Who he getting dropped by a nobody? Like, stop it, dude. What do you mean since then?
Since then, Islam got dropped by a nobody as well.
I mean, since then, who has Ian Garry got caught clean by? Nobody. So I don't know. Your point doesn't stand. So your point doesn't stand. My point. No, you just said Ian Garry's more chinny. You said he's less chinny.
So who has Ian Garry got clean by? Yeah, because his defense is better. Leon Edwards is getting caught clean and rocked basically every fight.
No, okay, buddy. Sure, like I said, he's getting caught by people with high volume. If you could try to gaslight yourself that Carlos Prates has high volume.
No, I understand.
I think by round 2 and like 2 rounds down, I think you're gonna be looking at yourself like, why isn't he throwing? I thought he was gonna be throwing. I thought what, bro? And I've been telling you this whole time, he's just not high. He's not high volume.
I think Ian Garry had a really good game plan against him. I wasn't like raging at Prates, like if that's what you were asking.
Ian Garry didn't do much.
At him like, why isn't he throwing anything? No, because Ian Garry's throwing combos. Ian Garry was on him the whole time.
He wasn't really doing much. Like he would like.
Ian Garry is higher up than Leon Edwards. So do you disagree that you think Leon throws more than Ian Garry in a fight? You think he throws higher up?
Everything Leon does, everything Ian Garry does, Leon does way better. Wrestling.
That's not the question. Striking, that's not what I'm asking though.
Counter punching.
Because I could say like Corey Sandhagen's a better striker than Merab, but Merab throws more. So I think he'll shut someone down offensively a little bit better than someone that's lower output. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying?
That would make sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with like Ian Garry and Leon. Leon is technically, I think, a better better striker than Ian Garry. Like I think he's better. Okay. But Ian Garry threw more and throws more consistently, and I think that's why he did so well against Prates on the feet. And he mixed in takedowns, which Leon does not do. So that's what I'm saying.
I just want to understand this. You're not picking Prates because you think he's going to be high volume. You're picking Leon Edwards. You're picking against him. You're picking Prates because you think Leon's not going to throw a strike and just going to get backed up?
Because I think Leon Edwards is too low output. I think they'll go tit for tat, and then Prates will land something big because he has a big power advantage, and I think he has a better chin.
So Leon, who has
has a big reach advantage, and he has a big reach advantage as well, and he has good takedown defense.
So Leon, who has a history of outstriking people with his movement and his output, is going to lose to Prates. Is going to lose to Prates, who doesn't throw strikes on the front foot at all. Because
Prates is a really experienced
he's going to catch him
too, and he has good power, and he has a good reach advantage. Yes, and he does catch people. He does do that in a lot of his fights.
I think you're just gonna fence sit your way out of it at the end of it. I really do. I think at the end of it, you're gonna be like, oh well, I knew this was gonna happen.
To me, this is similar to like a Khalil versus Yuri type matchup. That's what I kind of think of it.
But that was an easy prediction of all time.
I'm not saying apples to oranges, but what I'm saying is like one guy can be technically a better striker, but if they don't have the power to stop the other guy, eventually Prates is going to be like, all right, this guy's takedowns are not really coming that much, or they're not that good. I can defend them, and his power is not really that good. Like, he caught me with some good elbows. He's going to put him back against the fence and land something big, and I think Prates does have that ability.
This is a 15-minute fight.
You can't lie, bro. You can't lie. Like,
I tell you right now, dude.
You can't lie, bro.
No, dude, 15 minutes. Leon Edwards never lost a first round in his entire life outside of Sean Brady. He's not going to lose a first round to a low-output, shitty
Belal Muhammad dunked him on his fucking head. What are you talking about? Belal Muhammad mogged him in round 1, boy.
Was it round 1 that actually, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Belal Muhammad and Sean Brady are the only people who beat him in the first round.
It was such a good moment watching that. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, that was good. But like I said, but you're bringing up people who are like, you're literally not helping your point here. My point is, yes, he lost. My point is, Leon Edwards doesn't lose first round. Even against Kamaru Usman in the first fight, he didn't lose the first round. He controlled Kamaru Usman in the wrestling.
You just said that he lost 2 first rounds, but still, like, and that moment against Kamaru Usman,
he won
from defending a takedown, and he was losing that round. To be fair,
he won, but he won that first round. My point is, he's not going to lose the first round. He's not going to lose. I think we can both accept he's not losing the first round to Carlos Prates, who doesn't have wrestling or quick offensive hands, who's going to outvolume him. So we know he's not going to lose the first round. Yeah, so I don't know what. Maybe the second round. I think you're just banking on a knockout. You're just going to punch his chance, which just makes no sense. You're going to feel really
I just think Prates, like they're both similar output, except Prates has a big reach advantage, big power.
They're not similar
probably
output.
Probably a better chin, good takedown defense. Yeah, they are.
Why do you keep saying Leon's a low output? Leo's not low output.
He is low output. Bro, that Kobe fight, he's literally so low output, and that was like no takedowns.
Bro, you're saying Kobe was low output. He controlled that whole fight. He controlled that whole fight. What do you mean?
Yeah, and it was like 50 significant strikes over 5 rounds.
He's not low. Leon is not low output.
He does just enough to win. He does, bro.
And he's not going to do just enough to win. As an experienced champion, he's not going to do just enough to win against a nobody who just got shit on by Ian Garry.
He does that every single fight, bro. What are you talking about? Every single fight, Ian Garry throws combinations. Leon is out there pitter patter fucking fighting, bro.
Yo, bedtime. I want you to remember me when you're watching.
Name one exciting Leon Edwards fight where he went out there and started throwing, bro. He doesn't do that shit. He's fucking
This is the thing. I see by the way you're talking. I know you're picking against him because you don't like Leon. I don't care what you. I don't like Leon. I don't give a shit about that bald headed, no hairline having guy.
Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong here. That he's
not. I never said he's not entertaining.
He's at a reach disadvantage. He backs himself up to the cage and he doesn't have the greatest open stance wrestling in the world.
Prates, Ian Garry doesn't. Ian Garry has like T-Rex arms and long legs. First of all, we didn't even talk about the kick.
He has output. He's throwing output and he's shooting.
Ian Garry was not that. Ian Garry was not as high output as you think. What Ian Garry would do, I swear to you, I watched back this fight recently. Ian Garry would like explode into like a 3-4 punch combo and he would circle for about 2 minutes and then do the same thing.
Doesn't even do that. Leon doesn't even do that. Leon does like 1 or 2.
You're so confused. I think you know who's gonna win. You're just playing dumb. You gotta be playing dumb. Like the thing is, Leon Edwards does do that. He does explode into combos and then resets. Ian Garry was not high output. He was high output in intervals, and then he would run around for 2 minutes straight while Prates would literally walk him down, trying to grab a hold of his hands, not letting a single strike go. Prates lost to Ian Garry not because he's so much worse than Ian Garry. It's because he wasn't letting his hands go. But you're trying to bank on Leon Edwards
and the takedown threat.
Leon did not.
That is what I've been saying.
I'm trying to let you know Garry does not have high output in that fight. Fighting in intervals is not high output. High output is Belal Muhammad.
Combinations the entire fight, bro. He was throwing combinations every single time.
Every
single time he got cut off. Every single time he got cut off. That's what he was doing. No. And then he would mix the takedown. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Your rage baiting is working.
You actually have like this insane ability to like gaslight me into like, damn, did I not watch this fight yet?
I watched this fight, bro. Do you know how much film I did on this fucking card? On those specific fights?
I just watched this yesterday and you're acting like he was like fucking point fighting at range.
Bro, Ian Garry would fight in intervals. I remember that fight. Like I just watched that fight like 2 days ago.
Bro, Leon Edwards is lower output than Ian Garry. That is a fact.
You can say. I don't care how much lower output you are. You're not gonna get. You're not gonna lose to somebody. Ian, like you said, Leon Edwards point fights. Carlos Prates does not point fight. He fights for a kill shot. The difference between someone who point fights and fights for a kill shot is he could be known as a point fighter, but he's gonna outstrike you with his low kicks. He's gonna do enough with his kicks. Maybe Leon's not gonna throw a lot of volume in the hands. He's gonna throw a lot of volume in the kicks. Those skinny, brittle legs of Prates. Let's see how long when he's limping in the first round.
We've seen both of those guys get exposed as not having the best boxing as well. And when someone has really good boxing and long range and they can hit you, and they can find your channel, they back you up to the fence and let combos go and land shots. That is dangerous.
Because Prates does that, right? Because Prates lets his hands go. And Prates has good boxing.
Prates backs you up to the fence and chins them. Yes,
Prates has good boxing. Oh, you're so low. You're just a hype. You're riding the hype.
Bro, his last fight, he was fucking styling on Jeff Neal, bro.
Bro, he had a competitive fight with Jeff Neal before the knockout. And Jeff Neal's 5'10". Like I said, he's comfortable against shorter people. He has a different essence about him.
His best wins besides the title fights were fucking Gunnar Nelson and fucking Nate Diaz. What are you talking about?
And Nate Diaz and Gunnar Nelson both beat Carlos Prates. Gunnar Nelson,
no, they don't.
In his prime, he does. Bro, Nate Diaz beat the fucking dog shit out of him, man.
Forget, man.
Dude, you're Glaze. I can't wait, man. Hey, man, and you have a good Sean Brady morale take. I'm not even gonna address that. You're Sean Brady. You're great. I think Sean Brady's gonna steamroll him. I think
you're picking Sean Brady, yeah.
Bro, Sean Brady's gonna it's gonna be easy. I don't think he's gonna get rocked.
I feel like we have everything else to say. Are you picking BSD? I'm picking Benny, bro.
Bro, BSD's gonna. Benny looks so shit in his win. I would be crazy to pick him. I'd be crazy to pick him.
BSD just got destroyed by Moicano, bro. He's not good. He's so shit.
Bro, you do. Oh, no, wait. That's why you pick your MMA math maxing, aren't you? Did you watch
I'm not, bro. BSD is just like his last 2 wins. I'm like, he does not look good.
Why? He looked good in the grappling.
His wrestling's so telegraphed. He's not going to out-grapple Beneil Dariush. Just stop. That's not happening.
He's going to outstrike Beneil Dariush and break into pressure. Did you watch Dariush's last fight? I don't think you watched it when he won against Moicano and almost got knocked out by Moicano's hard. No, because I'm just saying that because he won the last. Yeah, he won the last 2 rounds pretty soundly because Moicano didn't let his hands go.
He was winning the first round as well, except for like a flash knockdown. Got straight back up. Yes, out-scrambled him.
First of all, knocked down by Moicano, but whatever.
But that's a straight. Okay.
Yeah, Moicano's crazy. Bro, are you forgetting that Benoit's finishing ability is second to none? I think you're starting to figure out.
We're talking about most of these are submissions. That's number 1.
Okay, how was Moicano knocked out cold? Moicano doesn't have hands.
Who has BSD dropped with a punch?
Moicano doesn't do that to anyone either. Like Moicano doesn't have heavy. Moicano's not known for his heavy hands though. You're trying to act like Moicano's known for heavy hands. My point is,
not either.
You don't need exactly. So guess what? Moicano with no heavy hands, with peppermint patty hands, dropping him. What the fuck's BSD gonna do?
Why is BSD going to suddenly knock out Moicano and Dariush and out grapple him?
Because I'll tell you why.
Moicano couldn't do it. When Moicano has better fucking technical boxing than BSD. That's number 1. And number 2, he out grappled and completely destroyed BSD. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Did you watch that? Do you know how much strikes that Moicano actually threw in that second and third round without taking pictures?
Because he got out grappled. He's got completely out-grappled.
He wasn't getting out-grappled. They were staying in front of each other in like slots in front of each other, looking
down
sloppy. Dude, oh my God.
Dariush
I'll put money on it. You did not watch that fight. Did you watch Moicano versus...
I rewatched it twice.
Say on God you rewatched that fight. There's no way.
God, on everything I love, I rewatched that fight. You're actually delusional right now. And you think BSD is going to out-grapple this guy. You think BSD is going to out-grapple Dariush. So let me get this right. Let me just get this right.
You're done for. You're done for.
Let me put these into sentences so people that watching this can realize what you're saying right now. And they can decide for themselves who's right here. You think Islam Makhachev is a better boxer than Della Maddalena, and you think BSD is gonna out-grapple fucking Beneil Dariush?
No, I don't. No. BSD could. I said BSD is gonna finish him. He can out-grapple him. I seen who the fuck did BSD have on the ground? BSD was fucking bitching. Who the fuck's that nigga who just bitching on the ground? That's surprising.
Random bums.
My point is, he was able to secure. Okay, you can say random, but my point is, I don't know why you're trying to say Islam's a better boxer, bro. I could point out Islam outboxing Dustin Poirier. I could point out Islam outboxing Volkanovski, and you can't point out JDM outboxing anyone who has good boxing. Well, you did it to Bahal Muhammad. Exactly. So on paper, Islam's a better boxer. You already got cooked on that. Now Islam's a better boxer, and you can't debate it. You can't debate it. You won't try to debate it. You won't try to debate it. Yeah, you won't try to debate it though. You won't debate it, will you?
It's just nonsensical because
why is it nonsensical? Oh,
so
after JDM outstrikes him, it's a takedown threat, right? We're gonna shake on it. You're gonna say that, right? You're gonna shake on it. You're gonna say that after Islam outstrikes him this Saturday. You're gonna say, "Well, Kenny, the takedown threats don't count." Man, get out of here. It's MMA.
Is there not a takedown threat though? Is there like that? That is a big element of
it. So
I'm not discrediting. I'm not saying he's not a good striker. I'm just saying that is an element to his game. That is why he's so successful in the striking sometimes.
Of course.
And even then, I think his best weapon is his defense. He's really good defensively in the striking. He's very hard to hit. And I think he has really good kicks, which I think will be good against JDM.
Yeah, he's better everywhere.
Straight boxing against JDM, I don't think he's actually better than JDM in straight boxing.
But you can't defend it. You're going off of your opinion. You can't defend it.
But I just said exactly why I think Islam's such a good striker, but it's not because of his boxing. He has good boxing defense. But he's not he's not strike for striking the boxing. He's not ripping body shots on anybody. He's not landing fucking.
He doesn't need to. Those are optics. We don't need that. That's optics. Like anyone can look pretty. Anyone can look pretty. Okay, you can say that. Everyone can look pretty. I think Leon Edwards looked prettier.
So who do you think is better boxer, Ilya or Islam?
I think Ilya's a better boxer than Islam.
Okay, I was gonna say, bro, I don't like that you paused on that. I was about to
I just had to listen quick, bro. But I could point to Ilya chinning people like Max Holloway and chinning people like Volkanovski, who Islam couldn't do that.
Is the only
no. That's not why.
JDM is outboxing and making people miss in the boxing. He's never being.
So is Islam. So is Islam. What are you talking about? Like everything you're saying, say with Islam against higher competition.
I do not think Islam will win via boxing. He will get outboxed. He will have to use kicks. He will have to wrestle.
Stop saying he will have to use. Of course, he's gonna use it. MMA. Like everyone's gonna use everything. What do you mean have to? He's gonna.
He has to. If they have a straight up boxing match, JDM wins.
Islam kills him. Islam kills him. And you can
know that's a lie.
And you can listen. But the thing is, you could say, oh well, I think this because you can't prove me wrong though.
You know that's a lie.
But wait, can you
describe?
No. But let me tell you the thing. Everything you're saying is a matter of opinion though. Everything I can say Islam's the best boxer. Islam's the best boxer, and I can say facts. I can bring up a resume. I can bring up other boxers Islam won against and outboxed.
Literally,
you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing.
Skip Bayless, Michael Jordan right now beats LeBron. That's the take that you you just go.
No, you can say that, but when I said Islam was a better boxer, I said Islam was a better. Why you said nothing? I got cooked out. You're funny because you know when you can't back up things with facts, you're gonna be like, yeah, but in my head,
I just did it.
Not a single fact was said by you. You know, not a single fact.
Man, you're laughing, so you know that.
See, you're saying because I laughed. Oh, come on.
And also, you changed the topic from BSD Dariush because as soon as I said who is Dariush, who is BSD rocked with a punch, or who is BSD
and then when I say reply that, who did Moicano do it to? You couldn't answer because the point is you don't have to have crazy hot power to drop Dariush. I already established that, so you got cooked in that point too. You can't cook me on anything. No. Everything I'm clearing you in.
But I replied to you and said, okay, so what's the difference between Moicano and BSD? Is BSD a better grappler than Moicano, who fucking put him through a blender?
BSD
is he a better striker than Moicano?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So BSD with one eye in that fight before the fight got stopped, stop trying to act like the fight was like went to decision or something happened. We knew something happened with his eyes closed, and even then, with his eyes closing, he was still outstriking.
He got destroyed. He got fucking destroyed.
So who was winning on the feet in that fight?
He got destroyed in the grappling. That's what I'm saying right now.
But we were just talking about Dariush and his striking and his chin. And you said, is Moicano a better striker? And I'm trying to tell you he's not a better striker. And you don't want to answer the question. You don't want to, hold on. Why aren't you answering it? Why aren't you answering the question? Why aren't you answering the question?
I'm answering it right now, but you're not letting me speak.
No, what was my question? What was my question?
BSD won the second round. You said who won the round?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said who was winning. I said the striking. No, I said he was winning the striking.
Wait, before the takedown of round 1, is that what you're talking about?
Who was winning the striking? When he had when his eyes was closing, when he had one eye and he was handicapped. Yep, when he had one eye and he was handicapped. Who was winning the striking?
BSD won the striking in the second round.
Someone with one eye was winning the striking.
Did he rock Moicano at all in that fight? No. So why is he now this power striker? He's going to knock out Dariush.
I'm going to answer that perfectly speaking. So the reason that you don't want to point to why he was starting to lose even with one eye is because Moicano and Dariush don't have the best gas tank. As shown in the last fight, they're both kind of just slobbing on each other, not really doing much. Because they don't have good
cardio.
Okay, you could try to act like, you could try to gaslight yourself like his endurance looked great there. They both look sloppy. They were falling over each other. But the truth of the matter is Moicano slowed down in that fight, so he was getting outstruck by BSD who had one eye. And someone like Dariush who was fatiguing with Moicano when they both look shit. You're trying to tell me he's going to have 3 rounds where he's not going to get finished by one of the best finishers in UFC history. You've lost your mind. There's no way.
But his finishers and you know grappling. His best success is via grappling. He cannot take down.
There's a lot of times. No, he doesn't need to. Like I said, I just brought up the striking, just like you told me to bring up the striking.
Because his striking is not this elite kickboxing either.
He doesn't. But you don't. But you don't need. You don't need that. You don't need that to beat Dariush, do you? Elite striking.
I think the people that have knocked out Dariush have been pretty good strikers. I actually disagree. I don't think you can. He's not James Vick. You can't just go in there and just. Any punch that lands.
Moicano dropping you might point to you have a chin similar to James Vick.
Straight again. Has BSD ever thrown a fucking straight punch and dropped anybody in the UFC? No.
Does he need to? Hold on. Does he need to? Does he need to?
That's what Moicano did. That's what you're pointing to.
Okay. Who has Moicano do that to before that fight?
He's dropped multiple people, bro. What are you talking about?
Who has he dropped with a straight punch before that fight?
There's these randoms at fucking lightweight. The exact
keep talking about randoms that you don't know about.
He can't outstrike. But BSD, name who's BSD.
Like I said, he doesn't need to be dropping anyone notable because Dariush doesn't have a good chin at this 40 years of age. He doesn't have one.
But he's getting right after that?
He's getting dropped.
Dariush,
yes, and then what? Moicano did what he did against BSD. What was that called? Wait. And then what happened? He fatigued, just like he fatigued against BSD, which is why he was losing to BSD with one eye. So are you not
immediately in round 2 he's fatigued?
Are you not
immediately in round 2 he's fatigued and he shoots a takedown, gets defended, and gets put on bottom the entire round.
He's welcome to watching. Is that your first Moicano fight?
He's fatigued at the start of round 2.
Wait, is that your first? Why are you surprised that he's fatigued at the start of round 2? Is that your first Moicano fight or something? Like, have you not watched Moicano?
You seriously think that's what it is? You seriously think he's fatigued?
Well, if he would
in round 2 when he's been 5 rounds.
I don't think you watched Moicano versus Dariush if you don't think they were fatigued.
Have you seen him go 5 rounds before?
There's
been 5 rounds before. You know that, right?
This is not Dariush in his heyday. This is 40-year-old Dariush, who's a very God-fearing, respectful man.
What I'm saying is Moicano's fatigued immediately at the start of round 2, but he's been 5 rounds before. How does that make any sense?
Because Moicano is now aging. Because Moicano's now aging, he's really shit. So.
Oh, okay. So he's past his prime when he beat the fuck out of BSD. Who's gonna win?
You keep saying he beat the fuck out of him, but the last round
he did.
BSD was winning. But the last round that was happened before the fight stopped. So we're staying on the same narrative. We're still on a narrative that he has 1 round endurance. Okay, so can we move on from that narrative? We already established he's good. He can have 1 round endurance. Just like you can say 10-7 on the first, but he also beat your boy Dariush in the first round by dropping him. Didn't he do that? Okay, so I guess they both beat the guys in the first round.
And he was losing the entire round on the feet. He lost the entire round.
So even after brutalizing someone like that. Okay, so Moicano.
And he got outstruck in round 3. He got out-grappled out. Dariush beat him everywhere. He got dropped for 1 second. Otherwise, he won the entire fight.
So Moicano wins first rounds against both guys, and Moicano is losing his own with one eye.
One of them is a 10-7 where you completely shut down what the guy is supposedly really good at, his grappling. Completely destroy him 10-7. The other one, you're losing the entire round, getting outstruck, and then you get a flash knockdown. He gets right back up because he's been KO'd so many times. That's why he got flash knockdown. Gets straight back up, out-scramble, get back up. Win the rest of the fight via grappling.
Okay, yeah, he won the rest of the fight because the common occurrence that we already established of Moicano fading after the first round. So that's not going to change.
What does this actually have to do with?
I'll tell you what that has to do. So the difference is when Moicano was fading against Dariush, both guys were fading. Both guys were sloppy. If you actually look at the BSD fight, he was constantly on the front foot while Moicano was fading, which is why he was having moments on the feet. Trying to gaslight yourself that Dariush is not going to fade after the first round. Even that first round, he looked very sloppy, just throwing kicks with no technique. Like, bro, this is going to be hilarious for you. This is gonna be, yeah, he's out. Okay, how active was Moicano on the feet in that fight? What, 1 strike per 6
About
minutes?
the same as he was against BSD. You're glazing BSD.
Not at all. Not at. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
So I think we established a point that Moicano averages 0 strikes. So why are you applauding Dariush for outworking him in rounds 2 and 3?
You're literally applauding BSD for a fight where he got completely fucking destroyed.
I'm not applauding him. I'm using that fight. No, you're not listening.
He survived in round 2.
I'm using that fight. I'm using that fight.
He out-grappled him as well. That's all I'm saying.
The reason I'm using that fight, because you're trying to use the fight of picking him because you said he beat Moicano, the other guy didn't. When the truth of the matter is he didn't. You could say you beat him, but the truth of the matter, the fight was stopped. Stopped because his eye was swelled because of the first round damage.
Who would have won that fight? Who do you think would have won that fight?
What kind of question is that? BSD would have beat him with 1 eye, clearly.
Come on, dude.
Wait, why are you laughing? You're acting like he wasn't beating him with 1 eye. So what would have changed?
He got fucking 10-6 in the first round.
Bro, but it wasn't.
Maybe that's why.
But it wasn't.
Because all of his finishes come from grappling.
But it wasn't a 10-6. But just keep lying.
He got literally both of his eyes swollen, completely shut, got stopped.
Yeah,
there's no way he would have won that fight.
But now you're making up scorecards. Like you're just lying.
It's kind of emphasized how bad that first round was.
And BSD with his very high finish rate likely would have finished someone who's known for fatiguing after the first round. So yes, I think we could both agree.
But instead he got nearly finished really badly. 30 seconds into the first round.
The doctor stopped
10-7. Yeah, because his eyes were completely swollen shut because he got destroyed in the grappling.
But like we just established, with a shut eye, he was still winning. So that doesn't really matter, does it?
But he got out grappled completely. So all his finishes come
he was
from
in
grappling.
Stop saying out grappled completely. He was in a bad position when he got mounted, and 99% of people in that mounted position aren't gonna get out. Why you act like 99% of people in that position wouldn't have got out?
Because I'm not saying that they would have. I'm saying he got out-grappled.
So stop saying
out-grappled. Did he not
get
taken down and beat up?
No, it was a scramble that led to a bad position that ended up BSD on the. That was literally the worst case scenario for BSD. Outside of that,
getting taken down and beat up is not getting out-grappled.
It was off a scramble. It was off a scramble where he got put in a bad position.
He caught a leg. He caught a leg. Took him down. Passed his guard.
No, it was off. It was off BSD attempting to scramble, and then Moicano won the scramble.
Moicano out-scrambled him.
Yeah, like I said that. Yes, that happened.
Well, no, he took him down. Then he out-scrambled him, flattened him, and beat the brakes off him.
That's what I said.
BSD
and still couldn't get a finish. Still couldn't get a finish.
And Moicano tried to do the exact same thing.
What is Dariush going to do to beat Moicano? Let me hear what you're going to say. What's Dariush going to do to beat BSD, the younger?
And all of his takedowns.
Okay, so
land bigger shots on the feet, be more clean on the feet because he is a better striker.
Why is he a better striker? What in his lately in his striking
with his chin up and his hands down? He has good kicks.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I'm honestly doing the same thing, catching the kick, taking down BSD. And we saw BSD when he got put on his back. What happened to him?
You're just so bro. He was in a bad. No, Dariush is not passing no guards to that dominant position.
Who put him in the bad position?
You're so wrong about this. You're gonna really feel dumb, man. Like, oh man, I feel bad. You're gonna really do bad on picks. There's no way you're just saying you're trying to act like BSD needs to take down Dariush.
We're arguing that he didn't get out grappled when he got
I'm not arguing. No one argued that once. My thing is you're trying to say that BSD. You're trying to say BSD needs to grapple to win. Is that what you're trying to gaslight me?
You said he's gonna win because he's a really good finisher.
Yes, he can finish him on the feet. He can knock him out. He can knock him out. He can submit him. He can drop him and submit him.
I don't think he will. I don't think.
I know you don't think he will. Okay, someone like Dariush gets rocked in almost every one of his fights in his last 4 fights. I'm pretty sure every single fight.
When he gets knocked down, even by Charles Oliveira, he's scrambling. He cannot be submitted.
He got knocked out by Charles. But okay.
I didn't say he didn't. I'm just saying you're saying he could drop him and submit him. That's not happening.
But then you brought up Charles Oliveira not being able to submit him, but Charles didn't submit him because he just knocked him out.
But Charles Oliveira even couldn't take him down and ended up on his back for most of that round. You think BSD is going to do better than Charles Oliveira off his back?
I think BSD doesn't need to grapple to even beat him. That's my point. So what's your point?
You think BSD, the technical maestro that he is going to outstrike Dariush?
But like now you're trying to straw man talking about I said he.
I'm just.
The thing is you're trying to act like you need to be a technical striker.
He wins via grappling. His
Moicano with no output. Moicano with no output was able just to land a shot on him because his defense is not that bad. The defense you're trying to glaze right now is really not great. He gets caught in every single one of his fights. Stop trying to gaslight yourself like he has good defense.
BSD's defense is like comically bad, bro.
It's worse. BSD is a marauder and he can break someone who has sus endurance just like Dariush.
But he doesn't have the power to really hurt Dariush in my opinion. I think
Dariush has better power in his hands. We already established that you don't need power. Didn't we establish you don't need power to drop him? I think.
But we've also established that Dariush, when he gets dropped, can scramble, get straight back up, and defend grappling, and will not.
But we're not talking about grappling. We're just talking about power. Why are you switching the goalposts? We're talking about grappling.
I'm not. I'm talking about what you're saying is going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No.
He's not going to he's not knocking down anyone with his strikes.
Why,
he's not knocking
why can't he? Why can't he knock down Dariush again? I just want to hear you say it again.
Even if he does, what happens every Dariush fight? He scrambles.
Okay. So now you can knock. Well, no, because when he got caught by Armin.
Did you watch my prediction video?
When he got
I literally said exactly like even if BSD drops him.
Yeah, but I want you to listen to what you're saying. Like listen to what you're saying out loud. Like yes, he got dropped by Armin. He got dropped by Armin and finished. He got dropped by Charles and finished. And then he got dropped by
these guys are levels of.
And then he got dropped. And then he got dropped by Moicano, who's known for having no power and nearly got finished.
And who has way better grappling than BSD and got out scrambled, got taken down.
Moicano's grappling his last couple of fights have not been looking that great to me.
And he destroyed BSD. So what does that say about BSD?
But he didn't destroy BSD. He was losing that
fight.
Him in the grappling. He was losing that fight while the guy was compromised before the fight was stopped.
Do you have any consideration that maybe he was like taking that round off because his eyes were completely shut and it was going to be a doctor?
Let's think about that. Moicano taking off rounds.
And he had 5 rounds.
No, actually, every time Moicano finished the first round, he tends to digress as the round elongates. So I'm not going to make an assumption that for
what
that
about
one
the other
fight,
fights where he loses the first round then comes back, like Jalen Turner, like when you lost to him? You know what I mean? Like what about those?
Well, that's Jalen Turner, who's known for having like a weak heart and a weak mind, and who has been losing a lot before he left or retired. You don't believe BSC is going to lose, and I know you don't. I literally know you, and I want you to. I'll donate to you when you lose because I feel bad.
I really appreciate that. I need that, man.
You don't need, but like I really want you to think about. I want you to think about this when the fight happens because I think you're gonna be like, how? This is gonna be one of your worst picks. This is like outside of like this is the easy pick on the main event. Like there's no main card. I really know.
Disagree, man.
I don't know if you disagree. Do you disagree? You think Dariush is gonna beat BSD at this day and age?
Dariush perfectly capable of beating him, yes.
At this, like we're talking about 2025, like right now, right? Like we're not.
Yeah, the way that he looked against Moicano, I think he beats BSD.
So you really looked at Moicano fight and you were impressed?
I mean, he didn't even look that good in that fight, and he beat the guy that beat the brakes off BSD. So I think he'll look better in this fight.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for that. I think you're in for main event. We'll see what happens, but outside of the main event, man.
Who would you have picked, Joel Alvarez or BSD when they were supposed to fight?
Oh, Alvarez. Because
remember,
Alvarez would have schooled him.
Bro, the only reason that BSD is not fucking cut from the rankings right now is because he didn't get that fight, okay? Let's not act like he's this fucking...
Bro, Alvarez is good, dude. Like, you're bringing up people and then you're talking about Dariush is going to win.
Yeah, why would BSD lose that fight? Why would he lose that fight to Joel
Because
Alvarez?
The striking in the 6'3", 6'4" length at that weight class.
The striking is not good. He has no defense. His chin is shot, bro.
But Joel Alvarez is a different type of striker than Beneil Dariush. Certainly,
I feel like
think
BSD...
that, right?
I think BSD needs grappling to win these fights.
I don't think, I know you don't believe this.
But I really do, because I think the grappling is what makes him competitive with a guy like Dustin Poirier. If Poirier defended all of his takedowns, he would have knocked him out in the first round. I don't know, man. I feel like Dariush is gonna win. I feel pretty like I'm not stressing about that one. I'm nervous for JDM Islam. I'm nervous for Brady Morales. I feel like Morales could low-key fluke that via KO.
Nah, bro. He moves
really?
back.
No, you don't think he's dangerous?
No, this is the way. Like I was watched back his film with Neil Magny, dude. Like Neil Magny was landing. Like Neil Magny would do what Sean Brady does. Like he try to double.
Yeah, what was he like in there? How was the power?
Morales hits like a truck, but listen, how was the power? it just yeah, hey man, like listen, man, I was in there. No, but honestly, when I was like engaging him, man, like he would lean back in a linear line, and I'm like, dude, like Sean Brady, who just like. Sean Brady just doesn't do like 1-2 and then back up. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now you're against the fence. Let's wrestle.
Even Burns pulls him back straight away. I put that in my prediction video. Like Burns blitzed him back to basically within like 30 seconds. Like
he's like you know those athletes. Like I see them a lot in the UFC. They're very like in and out and herky jerky. Dude, that's about 5-minute endurance. And then congratulations, after the second round, you're done for it. You're gonna be like plotting now. You're gonna be standing your base and you're gonna get wrestle fucked. I don't think that fight's competitive. I think after the first round that's over and he's doing those like I'm gonna lean back and jump back 5 miles and I'm gonna end up getting caught a couple of times. Yeah. And then I'm defend a takedown. No way, man.
I think Brady's gonna smudge him the first like 2 rounds. Like it's not gonna be like Leon Edwards type domination, like just transitioning, doing whatever he wants. I think because Morales is so explosive and so dangerous, he will just like play it safe and just hold him down. and just like avoid letting him up. I think in round 3 at some point I could just see Brady getting rocked like Burns, like just doing like the fucking Bambi legs, and then like I don't know why I feel like Morales just has that weird. Like he's just like I don't know, he loses and then he'll just randomly lock in and land some big shit. Like especially when he came into the UFC, like Adam Fugit and fucking Trevin Giles and all this shit. He's like losing, he's getting taken down, and then boom, he just randomly fucks him up. Like I think in round 3 he'll land something big, and then Brady will like duck under, take him down. You know, the crowd will be kind of booing Brady. Like people will be more like, dude, Morales almost had him. You know, that's kind of what I think. I think Brady's gonna win by decision, but he'll get some hate for it.
Yeah, I think I think Morales, that you can't fight. You can't fight that athletically for. You just can't fight that for 5 minutes.
Him against Brady, no that's way. A big jump too. Like going from that's what I thought with Prates Garry too. I was like, man, you're jumping from Neil Magny to fucking Ian Garry, dude. Like that's a big jump.
Dude, there was a world where I think Neil Magny could have beat Morales. Like Morales, like I'll be real. Look back at that fight. He was against the fence for 3 minutes. I watched it back yesterday. At 3 minutes, defending
like, theory I had. Dude, I'm not gonna. I know this sounds really dumb. Like I didn't go through with this. I was considering picking Magny to fraud check Prates. I was like, maybe he gets it to round 2. Did you actually?
Yeah, I can't live it down because my chat just cooks you now. But like I thought what you thought. I thought what you probably thought, man.
Like, dude, but the thing is too, because I was on a run of predicting these fraud checks, bro. Like I was like, I was feeling myself. Dude, I picked Rosenstrike to beat Gaziv. I picked Maddalena to beat Tuivasa. I think that was a pretty crafty one.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, dude? I feel like Magny could extend this and just like win by round 3 sub. You know what I mean? But then I changed my mind. I was like, nah, Prates is gonna sleep him, dude.
Nah, I thought Prates was gonna get like wrestle fucked, and like he would. Like, I was like, this guy's a scrum. I want to see him wrestle, dude.
The Apex.
You never listen, bro. He's gonna lose this Saturday to a better black brother. You know. Are you banking on knockout? You're banking on knockout for that? I'm actually curious.
I'm feeling he's gonna Yuri Prohaska, Khalil Roundtree knock him out like faceplant Leon.
Bro, come on.
I can't believe it. I could just see the memes of like headshot dead and like, you know, wake up Leon, come on, see what you do. I could just see the memes, bro.
Oh man, I think Twitter scolds him again for a low output performance. They'd be like, oh, maybe he would have won if he threw more, and then.
See, I feel like if Leon wins, people glaze the fuck out of him, even if it's boring. They'll be like, wow, man, Leon Edwards, what a masterclass. Because they did that when he was winning. Like, it was so annoying to me. I was like, when he fought Colby, I picked Colby because I thought Colby would pressure him, you know, wrestling.
Me too.
I understand. I was feeling that, bro. And all the comments were like, I think it's because I picked Colby and I was hating on Leon. They're like, wow, what a masterclass from Leon. Oh my days, he's absolutely master. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
UK fans. UK fans are fun. Leon's so orless, man. I'm not trying to. See, I said Orlish champ, and I immediately thought of the boy. I'm not even like I swear to God, I just did. But like Orlish champs, man. Like
JDM's like an ice cold killer, bro. He doesn't need to be talking all that shit, bro.
I would say he's like likable. He's like a likable fighter. He's one of those like.
Dude, Islam was like trying to chat it up with him, dude. Islam was trying to talk it up with him. JDM was just mogging him, dude. JDM was just staring him down.
Right, he was not mogging him, man. He was getting.
Yeah, he was, bro. And his brother was there staunching him too. Big Josh Della, mate. Josh Della was there, ready to scrap Khabib, dude. Hey, Kenny, when I jump in the cage with JDM after we beat Islam, bro, I'm gonna jump in there and be like, we did it. When I put the belt around JDM, it's okay. You can join the team, okay? You can change the flag to Australia. You can join the team.
Listen, I like JDM, but I think I'm glad the Belal performance happened, but I think we'll see. I really think.
I got a question for you, actually. What do you think about Belal versus Ian Garry? Who you pick? Because I feel like the welterweight champion first. I'm picking Ian Garry low key.
Ooh, I think
it's sad. I don't want to pick Ian Garry.
I don't wait, bro. Are you a Belal fan? You know, I don't know, man. I know you do, but listen, you've been a little bit indifferent, brother, lately. I think I don't know.
I've been correct,
dude. Here's the thing, like. I'm going to bring up the Ian Garry Prates fight again. Like, Prates would back him up. Ian Garry wouldn't be throwing, and you kind of be, like, doing this against the fence.
He will be on the back foot against Belal. Like, he will be on the back foot. I think my thing is just, like, he does have good footwork. Like, he really can circle out well and, like, avoid that shit. And he does have good grappling. Like, I do think, based on the Sharp Cut fight, we've seen that he can defend takedowns quite well and scramble and get to good positions. And in a 3-round fight, I think 5-round, I would pick Belal. Like, I would be like, definitely. Belal's going to break him. But 3 rounds, I do feel like Ian Garry could win a decision. Like a fucking, just a 29-28, Ian Garry acting like he's masterclass. Oh, we've gone out there and dominated the champion. I just can feel it, bro.
Here's the thing. This is why I just can't believe. First of all, I think Belal's going to fight like how Belal's supposed to fight. Like how he's supposed to fight JDM and how he fought Leon. I don't think he's going to respect him. And I will say.
I hope so.
His footwork against Prates, this might be a hot take. I think it was a little bit over. I think he was circling the same way, and Prates was falling instead of cutting off the ring. I think Belal is better at like cutting off the ring, and sometimes Belal even throws like a body kick to like make you go the other way. Belal's just better at cutting off the ring. Yeah, whereas I feel like Prates follows, which is why Leon's gonna beat him as well. He just follows people. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Cut off the ring, make a move. Like hand fighting and following them and like pushing them to a side. You're just gonna get outpointed no matter how much they throw. Like I don't know what you're doing. So when I look at this fight, I think Garry's gonna keep doing what he normally does, where he's gonna circle, but Belal's gonna cut it, and he's gonna make Garry work more and like move more. And then like once Belal gets a hold of him and stuff, he's gonna like wear on him. Shavkat had Garry against the fence for a long time. So I'm like, and Shavkat wasn't even scoring. I'm like, Shavkat sucks at offensive wrestling in my opinion. But he was holding him there. I'm like, dude, like you're just gonna get held there by Shavkat. You're supposed to have good BJJ. What are you doing? Like I think Belal. There's no way. I think Belal.
Belal just locking his hands, just picking up Garry, dunking it, bro. I swear, you better dunk Garry on his fucking head, please, bro.
His like thin ass torso, man. He's gonna get body locked and dragged. Please. Like, come on, man. He's gonna.
I just feel like Garry. He is good. Like in the jiu-jitsu, like his grappling is really good. Like I think he will scramble well. I don't think he'll just like he's not a Leon Edwards. He's not just gonna sit there and like hold 2-on-1 and fucking like just wait for the perfect moment. He will do what needs to be done to like, you know, cause a scramble, he'll roll for legs, like he will do weird shit like that. That makes it tricky.
Maybe. Garry. I hated the visual of the 5th round against Prates. Like he was like
oh my god,
bro, did you want to give up? Bro. I don't know what that was. Like I feel like there's something in him. And Belal can bring it out of people. He brought it out of Brady in 2 rounds. Like, if you have a bitch in you, like, Belal will bring it out if he's fighting like how he's supposed to fight.
I think Garry, like, I do get what you're saying, but I actually think we all hate him, but he does kind of have some dog in him. Like, he will actually kind of scrap. I don't think he'll break like a Leon or a Sean Brady did. I actually think he will. He does have some dog in him. Like, even if he loses, I think he will still be trying to do shit against Belal. I don't think he'll, like, get bitched completely. I think he will get like dunked at some point, but I think he'll do good enough to where it's like like I just feel like it'll be competitive, and I feel like Garry can win a close. I don't know. I really want to pick Belal, but my biggest thing too is like I try not to do the narratives, but dude, the welterweight champion curse.
I know you mean. Cooked. That is crazy to me, bro. Welterweight, bro. So why are you picking JD? Let's not go.
No, because I can't see JDM lose to Islam and then go on a fucking downfall, dude. I can't see that.
You can't see that.
I can't. I don't want to. I can't take it.
I was gonna say.
Do it. Dude, he has to just win the belt and just retire and just never go on the downfall. I can't take it, bro. Man, I can't be on here with the fucking JDM downfall, dude.
I feel bad for JDM because like if he does lose to Islam and gets an MVP next, he's losing. Or like he loses to Islam and gets a fucking Sean Brady. Bro, Sean Brady. It doesn't matter who he gets next, he will lose. Like 90% chance he'll lose. You lose to Islam, you lose to Sean Brady. Lose to Islam, you lose to MVP.
If it's Shavkat, he wins.
I don't
if it's Garry, he wins. If it's Leon Edwards, he wins. If it's Prates, he wins.
You know what's funny? I'll say when you remember when it was supposed to be Leon versus JDM and Belal versus whoever the fuck. Dude, I actually thought Leon was gonna win. I might eat my words. In a 5-round fight, JDM would have cooked that.
JDM would have slept his ass.
He would have cooked him.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been a bad. That would have been a bad pick by me. Like, oh my god.
Imagine the crowd in fucking UK when Leon just goes.
Dude, I was like, but Leon got a worse stylistic matchup with like him and JDM.
I know, he kind of got fucked up.
You know,
before me and Guru like linked up, I would see these videos of like comparing the impressions, and people would literally give him ones that he himself is like, nah, Bedtime's better at it than me. They would be like, I'm gonna go with Guru here on the Dustin Poirier one. I'm
objectively speaking, like, bro, this is not even biased. People are gonna think this is biased because whatever, bro. You guys both have really good impressions. Like, I think impressions are hilarious. Like, I like listening to them because they're funny as fuck to me. But you actually have the best impressions. Like, Guru has like sometimes I hear the same like tonality in his impressions like throughout other like it sounds kind of similar, but when you're doing these impressions, I actually feel like what the fuck, they sound weird to me. I'm like, bro, what?
You had a good one. I forgot who you did. You had a good one.
My only decent one's Belal.
Was it Colby? No, it's Belal. That's right.
I think I have a better Belal than you. Hit your Belal real quick. We have a Belal off.
I haven't done Belal in a minute, bro. I really have switched up a little bit. Hey, fuck. All right, here we go.
This guy's
bro. The striking, the grappling, bro. This guy's a bomb, literally, bro. Literally, bro? This guy's zooming in on his camera, bro. I'm gonna expose this guy completely, bro.
Fuck, never mind. Wait, I thought I had a better one. Let me take some water, bro. All right. Cejudo. He's talking about Usman. Usman sucks. Usman on the podcast. Him and Kobe. They call me out. They suck. I'm the best. Usman versus Islam. Yeah. I don't know.
The
man.
stutters are really good though. I have that with Connor. I have just like all his mannerisms down, like all his stutters completely.
Can you do the Connor, like evolutions of Connor? Like I want to hear all your Connor.
Yeah.
Let me hear that.
I do have like young, like prime. I believe that I will go in there and absolutely take this man apart. I will take him apart brick by brick. And then you have like 26. Sorry, I'm late. I just don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Whoa.
The Don is in jail. 4.2 billion this company sold for you. You know yourself. And then like coked up, mate, stand your fucking base. You need to come here. Grab Ilio top shot. Bum 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 bum. Smack the fucking head off him. Yeah, you know yourself. Like, yeah, come here. Boom.
What?
And then I think there's like, I have Twitter Connor. Dude, the other day I was out at the beach with my girl and we saw the moon. And it reminded me of the McGregor video. It's like, the fucking moon's at the bleeding low level, yeah. The moon's at the low level, yeah. Look at the fucking moon outside. It looks like the sphere, bro.
What the fuck, dude? What is that? Okay. What the fuck? Like why? Like how, bro? Like what's?
It's just from. It is genuinely just from, and I think Guru would say the same thing. It's just from being like a parrot my whole life, like just always doing voices, and then like if I listen to someone long enough, I just start doing their voice, and I just came up when I got into UFC, just McGregor.
It's so weird.
All those videos, so I would just hear him all day. I used to do it at school. We'd be sitting there at the back of class, having little press conferences and shit. I'd be like, mate, shut your fucking mouth, yeah.
Bro, it's no. It's weird how like accurate. It sounds weird. It sounds like a voice track. It sounds like you have something like voice track.
Right. Yeah, I know, bro. I've been accused of it, eh? But the thing is that's tricky is like the when I have the camera, like I think I'm getting better at it, but it's just awkward sometimes because I contort my face so much. So
yeah,
sometimes like I was a bit like low confidence sometimes on some of the streams, and then they're like, it doesn't.
The girl stream, I heard him call you out.
Yeah, I was like,
he might be voice.
We did it on the call.
Yeah,
we did it on the call. We were doing it like back and forth, bro. And I feel like I've improved my Tom Aspinall too. That's one I feel.
What's your Aspinall? Let me hear that.
Mate, you fucking poked me eye out, mate. What the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you fucking booing me? You ain't fucking knuckle deep in me eye, mate. What the fuck?
Oh shit, that's good. That's one of your better ones. What?
Dude, that one locked in for me. Like that's what I'm saying. You just hear a voice enough. That one locked in for me because you just you start parodying it.
Yeah.
You just start like copying one thing that they say. And when I heard the interview that he did after the fight, I just started laughing. I just kept doing it.
You picked on that quick. That's not from the. That's from
the as soon as the fight finished, I went out to my girl. I was just like, "Why are you fucking booing me? Are you fucking eyeball?" Like,
wow, bro, that's fucking you're quick. Yeah, you're good at. That means that's weird because like, dude, that was so recent. Nah, that's weird because that's so recent. You picked on it quick, man. Yo, you should. I don't know, man. I don't know. Voice act. I don't know, dude. Think about something.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool, dude. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Tim Welch about my dream job. He was asking me if I want to be a matchmaker, dude.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. You were saying that you'll be okay working with the.
That one was trippy, bro. Talking to Tim Welch, dude. Hearing the fucking.
Dude. Hey, how's the sleep schedule, bud?
Yeah, bro.
Badass.
It's so weird. I'll say this about you, bro, because like it's kind of cool watching you. It's not even progress. It's like it's watching how quick. Like how fast you grew. Like you're right. You were talking to me how you weren't that high in subs, like around maybe 20K or 10K, maybe like last year or 2 years ago, and then you had like a year. Last year, like January, right?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. And then you skyrocketed.
Wait, I have it on my. I have the number on my phone where I was at 2024, 2025. I swear, bro. July 2023. I wasn't at 10K yet.
What? Wait. July 2023. You were not at 10K subs.
I was not at 10K. Oh, here we go. So the start of 2024, I was at 14,000 subscribers.
Really?
That's crazy, dog. Damn, I've not seen that photo in a minute. Start of 2025, at the start of this year, I was at 61,000.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
What the
That's
fuck?
wild.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. You know what's funny? Yeah. Like I always thought I had a quick progression because like I started around like May 20.
You did. No,
yeah. But like it's crazy comparing like how like because you're like. I'm not saying, bro, you're big time, I'm not trying to glaze, but dude, because like
I'm switching up.
Bro, you're switching up, bro. I was like, this is the last time.
I'm gonna get the zoom camera. Like, I gotta get the camera.
I don't know what this. I just bought it, bro.
What is that? I keep getting distracted. You're like yelling at me. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is zooming in? It's really
it's a face tracker. I think it's weird, but
what the fuck?
What's like? Yeah, dude, it's like. it's not even just like it's your progression that you've been making lately. Like the Guru step was really cool. Like seeing you collab with like Lucas and Guru on like a big platform. You guys had crazy views too. I was popping in that stream, dude. I was lucky to get even, crazy. Dude. I was lucky to get even like 150 viewers that day. I was like, bro, like it was a dead fight night, and then like I was like. If I wasn't, I don't even know why people watch. I was like, dude, I'd be going there seeing Bedtime, Lucas, like, you know, like,
yeah.
And then after that, like, you're starting to talk to. I see, what's his name? I know you already Curtis Blades in your Instagram comments. I know you've been close to them. You already like talked to him before, but that was just cool. How much love you got on that post.
We're talking about doing a stream together because you started streaming on Twitch. So I was like, somebody hit me up and said, "Yo, he wants to do a stream with you." So that'd be cool. We could do that.
If you're gonna collab with someone like a UFC fighter, bro. It could be anyone at this point. Tim Welch, because you got Tim Welch in there. Like, and he's such like, bro, I see Tim Welch. Like, I watch him. I don't watch him religiously, but like, that's like someone, okay, let's see what Tim Welch and Sugar or whatever are talking about. Or like, and now like you're like in the circle, you know? Like, you're in that vicinity.
Yeah, it is,
like, I feel like.
Dude, it is fucking crazy. Like, I went to the gym yesterday, I think, and like literally people I haven't even met are like, "Oh, bro, I fucking saw you on Tim Welch or this shit." I'm like, that's crazy, dog. Like that, that is because I think it actually hit me like, because when I went on, like it was super chill. Like I just jumped in StreamYard, we were just chopping it up, we were just talking. Like I went on, like I got off it and went to work and was kind of like not expecting it to be anything. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like that was pretty crazy. I got to talk to fucking Tim. How's the sleep schedule, bud? How you doing? But then I got so many DMs and like just so many people like being like, yo, bro, I saw you on Tim Watch all this shit. Like even people that I didn't even like, not my main group of friends, were like just random people I kind of know were like hitting me up like, yo, I fucking saw you on this. Like that's crazy. So it's fucking weird, dude. It's tripping. It's trippy, bro. I can't even describe it.
It's cool, bro. Like, it's so cool to see, bro. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, dude, it's just cool to see like how, not only how fast, but like how, bro, your progress. It doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense to me, but like you progress so fast.
No, it doesn't make sense to me either. Like, it's crazy. It's just insane.
It's bro. Like, but it's like an impressive. It's like one of those things that like, dude, I want to do what Bedtime did. Like I want to grow this fast, or like for like other YouTubers who are like smaller in the scene, like looking at like how good you progress. Because I'm not like, there's obviously big YouTubers. Like I don't like, everyone knows I don't really care too much for Guru. Like he's cool whenever he's doing his own thing, but like I feel like he has a, you know, a niche and like how he is, and he attracts a certain fan base. But like I feel like you're just, bro, you're the most likable YouTuber. I always tell people this. Like you just have a genuine personality about you, and I feel like the way you grew is like just you being just you, like cool, you know, true cool vibes and all that. So I feel like it's harder to grow like just being yourself and not like trying to cater to a certain group of whatever. And like the progress you made off that, that's why I think it's cool. That's why I'm looking at you like, bro, that shit's fucking.
I would actually argue, I think it might be the opposite. I actually think it's harder to blow up on a, like, I think you'll never go wrong if you're just like, I don't know, if you're just honest with like what you think and what you feel. What you,
I know what you mean.
What you believe. Like, I think that is like, people either fuck with it or they don't. I never feel like I'm like playing a character or whatever, or I don't know. Like sometimes I play shit up. I'm not just gonna get on the video. I don't know, man. Both these guys are pretty good, you know. But I'm never gonna go like crazy with it. Like I don't know. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to see. Like, bro, it deadass feels like I'm in a dream. Like it's actually just insane. Like
it's dope, man.
I can't even describe. Even just you know, I don't think about it for the money or whatever. But just being in that kind of position as well, where I can like quit my job whenever I want and all this stuff, and just. Even just being able to tell people like, nah, I don't really feel like doing that, and just chilling, you know what I mean? Just living the fucking unemployed lifestyle. We always joke about it because we do wrestling at like midday. We're there the fighters. We're there like a couple hours in the middle of the day. We're all just like, we're the unemployed gang today. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool to be able to do shit like that, man. I'm fucking blessed. I'm so lucky, man.
Yeah. I feel like consecration for me specific. I never knew what I wanted. I just knew I wanted to do something like creative, and like you said about being true to yourself. That's how I'm me, bro. Like, and a lot of people don't like the way I am, which makes sense. And I would hate like the way I act sometimes. I get comments like, dude, like you're too. Stop, like, they don't tell me to fence it, but they're like, bro, don't go too hard on this because it makes you look worse. And they're right, dude. I lost, like, when Anchor Live lost and then Arsenal got eye poke back to back, I lost about, like, almost, like, 800, over 1,000 subscribers. But, like, you know the YouTube thing, you're checking YouTube Studio, it's like, how much subs you gain in a couple 30 days. Like, it was going from, like, like, dude, I was getting, like, I'm, like, plus 600 usually, and then, like, doom. And then it's the first time it ever went negative. It was, like, negative 200 or
man.
something. I was like, damn. But now like I'm I'm getting back up. But like the way I am,
think, honestly, that's a sign of like, all right, maybe I need to just be a little bit more chill, like a little bit more like you off. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've had people be like, yo, why the fuck you collab with Kenny? I fucking hate this guy. Blah, blah.
I know.
And I'm like, nah, he's actually a chill guy. He's actually a chill dude. Like, you're almost like Colby Covington maxing, bro. You gotta drop the character. I think you gotta.
No, brother. No. Listen,
you gotta drop the character.
No,
You're a nice guy, man. You're a cool dude.
I
man.
am. No, that's what I'm saying. People, no, a lot of people say this when they join my stream out the blue. Like they're trying, like, I don't know. I had like a perception about you, bro. You seem a lot more chill. I'm not a mean person. Yeah. Like I'm not like a bad guy, and like I'm very like if you met me in person, most people meet me like I just
invested.
I'm very passionate like about like my takes and stuff. And yes, I do. It's not a character. The thing is, people think it's a character, bro. Like I'm like this, bro. Like I'm like when I really love something or I really feel something.
I get like all my terms and shit that I say. I'm not in the gym being like, I don't know, this could be a good. I'm like, this guy's a fucking blockhead.
Yeah.
This guy's suck. You know what I mean? I'm like that with my friends. I'm exactly the same, man. I think. Yeah. I think the only thing maybe is like I think the reason sometimes people get like crossed with you is when you make it like less about the fight. Like if you're just standing your business on like yo, this guy fucking sucks. This guy's way better than the other guy. I don't think people actually have that big of a problem with it. I think it's when the narrative overtakes it, like when it becomes like this guy's a bitch, this guy's this, or I don't know, just shit like that.
You know what's funny?
When you make it about like,
you're right.
Like, dude, this guy's never gonna be anything. Like, I think when you give people that ammunition, like when you're right, okay, you can kind of talk your shit, but when you're wrong. You just go ahead and close YouTube Studio for the day, bro. You're getting fucking 10 out of 10s on everything.
I will say no. my worst thing was when what's it called? When Aspinall got eye poked, I was so angry. You know what's funny? I was angry not even because I picked Aspinall to win, but I was angry over what happened, and I was fuck, he's a bitch. I would poke like I was saying all this stupid shit, and like I felt like. Dude, I'm one of those people, I reflect on stuff and I'm like, damn, I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Like, I actually felt bad. And I was like, in my next video, I was like, oh, I actually feel, like, I was reacting to the iPhone. Like, I feel bad for the guy. Because then when I start to realize.
People won't see that. They'll just see
I know. They'll see
like,
the clip of me.
This guy thinks that's a quitter. They fucking, and they hate you.
Yeah.
You know, that's all people see of you. And that's fair. Because if they see that just clip, I saw that clip, I was like, what the fuck is Kenny talking about?
I know. I'm sure a lot of people were.
So I think that's the only thing that fucks you up sometimes. But still, you're doing good, man. You're still growing. I think that's the because we were talking about it off camera of like how things change. Like you have a video format that works really good, and then you kind of dies off a little bit. You got to change it up. I'm the same with like jokes and stuff. Like even impressions. Like sometimes I'll just let them cool off for a couple months and just not run it into the ground and change things up a bit. Or like my opinions on fighters. Like I won't just run the Bo Nickel hate train into the ground or the Leon. Like I'll switch things up a little bit here and there just to keep it, realistic. Like I'm a real dude. Sometimes I get mad. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's not actually that bad. But yeah, dude, I think that goes a long way with people. And I get a lot of messages too. This one's like the best one for me is like, I get messages of people being like, bro, I like watch your videos when I eat dinner or some shit. That's such an honor as a dude.
Oh my God.
That's such an honor as a dude.
That's my favorite. Those are my favorite comments, bro. Or like, they'll comment in my video right when I post like, oh, I just microwaved this thing. Perfect time. Oh, I caught a refresh or something. Dude, I'm like, oh.
Honor as a dude.
I'm like, fuck, dude. That makes me.
There's nothing like, bro, YouTube and food time is just like a central part of being a man, bro. Like, it's just, dude, when people hit me up, when people are like, say that, like, they're like, bro, you're my guy I watch when I eat lunch or when I watch a video or like when I'm eating dinner, I'm like, bro. Thank you. Damn.
Yeah, that's it for me as well. And it's funny. I don't know if I'm gonna. Maybe I'll leave this in because people know. I'm probably gonna cut this. We'll see. But what's it called?
Come on, man, leave it in. Leave it in.
I don't know if you know. You do know about my other account, like my K-drama account. I have a K-drama. Yes, bro. Like I have that account, dude. The demographic, first of all, is so different. Cause like we have, and I'm like, people have their opinion on me here. Like, but everyone's like, oh, you're so, like, oh, thanks for this recommendation, bro. I have like 70-year-old. Old like grandmothers, bro, like my DMs being so nice and like I'm like, bro, like for some reason, like it's like I feel so happy when they're like, oh, this recommendation changed my life. Unironically, I don't know how I'm pulling way more. I'm making like I'm just doing a lot better. Like I'm doing good things over there. So it's to a point where I don't work outside of content creation. Like content creation is my job for both of those things combined. Because like I do a lot of good stuff there, but I like the difference in almost like different fan bases, like different support systems in a way, because sometimes it's refreshing, bro, especially after like a lot, like my favorite fighters lose. If Islam loses, bro, I'm packing it up for a little, man. Take my time off. Just go over there and I'm gonna watch some shows. I'm gonna make some fucking ratings. I don't know, man. Things like that.
I feel like that with training, bro. I get like that with training. Like I have phases where I don't really care about doing YouTube. Like I'm just like, oh, whatever. I'll just schedule a video. I'm way more invested in like training. Things are going really good. I'm like grinding in the gym. I'm really fucking enjoying it. I'm like, damn, I'm actually getting really good. And then I have phases where I'm just like, oh fuck, I gotta stop doing YouTube, go to the gym real quick, and just like I'm just like going through them. I'm just skipping through every cutscene. Like, all right, bro, I'm trying to go back home, do this video or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's just yeah, bro. Like,
I actually have this question real quick. For burnout, because I saw Lucas recently. He's taking like time off for burnout. How do you like? How are you? First of all, I'm so happy he's doing that because, bro, don't like. Bro, like people are humans, bro. Like sometimes they need like breaks from this, like breaks from like constantly like social media. You just need to like go outside, bro. Go on vacation. Like I have to at least do one Mexico. I go to Mexico every year. I have to do like one trip just to like clear my head and just like live life. Like how are you with like breaks, especially right now, bro? You're hitting like a peak where I feel like you're doing a lot more things than maybe not than you need to, but than you're used to. Like you're probably like doing more collabs or like with like is that like how is that for you? Is it like more overwhelming or are you just grateful?
I do get burnt out sometimes. Obviously, everybody gets burnt out. You know, like you do a lot of stuff, and I feel like it's always when it's been a big week, like a big fight or some shit. Like I don't know. I was just trying to put it into perspective of just like I don't actually have to do any real work. Like I'm a fucking YouTuber, bro. Like it's actually not that hard. But at the same time, I think you can fall into a trap, especially as a man. I think you can fall into a trap of being like, well, my problems are not that bad. And you just ignore them, but they're still your problems. Like you still have to deal with them. You still have burnout. You still get like, fuck, man. Like I've had times where it's been really like, I don't know. I've had times where I've been like, fuck, I don't even really feel like doing videos anymore. Like I might just, I'll just there's been days where I literally just look at the app and just be like, oh, fuck it. I don't really like, I'll just drop it. Like I don't care. I'll just stop doing it. You know, like, and it's just for a day or like an hour or some shit. But yeah, I think just going outside really helps, dude. I think that is like a really big thing I would say to people that watch MMA YouTube. Like I would say, bro, just remember there's a whole world out there beyond what's on UFC this weekend. You know, like I think going outside is actually so underrated, bro. Like even this last weekend, I went to the beach for like 3 days. It's fucking beautiful, dude. I ran into one of my opponents that I fought out there too. That was fucking cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
How is that, man? How is that shit? Like,
it was cool, hey. I ran across the beach. I was like, hey, what up, bro? How you doing, man? What's up, son? How we doing?
Oh man, I love it.
It was cool, man.
That's cool, man. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, man, that's the best. That's the best. I think you having Muay Thai. Is it Muay Thai or kick? It's Muay Thai, right? I'm pretty sure it's Muay Thai.
Yeah, Muay Thai. But I want to fight MMA now. That's my goal now. So
Listen, bro. You know how cool this.
Mix my grappling, bro. I have to use my wrestling.
Yes, I was gonna say, bro. Do you know how cool it'd be for like us as like MMA community, bro? Like watching. Imagine you like end up like fighting on like a smaller promotion, then you end up getting promoted and somehow make the UFC. Do you know how much you know what your story could be, bro? Yo, you're in a weird situation that a lot of other MMA YouTubers aren't in because you're actively competing and you're actually pretty good. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
I mean, MMA Trey as well. I feel like he's another guy that like I've seen him train and all this stuff. I feel like he could definitely do something with that.
Oh, Shay?
Some of his like training.
Yeah.
Shay. But yeah, it'd be super fucking cool. Like I think I always envision. I don't know about you, but you always like when you envision stuff, like you envision like that would be crazy or that would be cool. I feel like a lot of those have really happened for me with this so far. So I'm gonna just keep it going and see where it goes. Like,
yeah, bro.
Be cool, eh? That'd be a crazy story.
Envisioning stuff or like, dude, I'm not even trying to get like inspiration or whatever, but like. That's such a like I agree with everyone who said like I hear a lot of like athletes say this too, like even UFC champs, even JDM. This is why JDM's so like there's some fighters you just hear there's like how their mind process and they're just so likable because you can tell like they're like hard workers and like they're humble in their own ways of like them saying like, oh well, UFC champ or like, oh this goal or like even 100K for me. The way you already had 100K, but me I'm like, dude, like 100K is cool. Like I would love that. Yeah. You know, I would love that. How realistic is it? Who knows? But I know I would love that. You know, and then eventually through just consistency more than anything, bro, and just hard work, like you see these people start hitting their goals. And that's why I like to grab inspiration from, even if I don't relate to the topic, like Jaden becoming champion. It's just likability, grows likability. Like you hitting 100K, I'm like, dude, that's like something in my field that I like actively want or I would be very like cool to get. So I see things like that and you just like grab it and like, you know what? Maybe it is possible. Like it's not impossible. I'm sure they thought the same way, you know?
great example of that was when Sean Strickland won the belt. I hate to bring it up. I'm sorry.
No, fair.
When that happened, I literally sent to the group chat my boys like that I trained with. I was like, bro, if this guy can win the fucking belt, anyone can win the fucking belt. Like straight up, like I wasn't even trying to diss him. I was just like, bro, literally nobody thought he was gonna win. If this guy can win the belt with nobody believing in him, like he's literally brought in as like a fucking sacrificial lamb, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if he can do it, anybody can do it, bro. Fuck that. Like that type of stuff, and just the 100K too, like you said. It was always something that I was like, bro, that's gonna be so crazy. Like at first I was like, that would be so crazy, but then it like I feel like with everything, like competition wise, training wise, YouTube wise, whatever it is. I feel like it's the more you just put time into it and you're just consistent and you build up your confidence, it goes from, oh, that would be cool to that will be really cool when that happens. And that's a big shift that happened with 100K. Like, I'm not going to lie. I literally thought it was going to come later. Like, I scheduled kind of videos. Like, I think it'll happen next week. And then, boom, it happened like a day after. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to do that video today. Like, shit. Like,
it's funny. Yeah. You were on 99. I was looking at you. When you first hit 99K, I was always like, oh, let's see what Bedtime's at. Like, I always be like saying, is he? And sometimes I felt like our point was like a 99 point something for a minute. And I'm like, he's going to hit it eventually, isn't it? Because I was I was just like, oh, let's check in on how much subs Bedtime. And then when you finally hit, I was like, oh, shit. And like, it did happen a little bit sooner because I feel like I was looking at, okay, 99K for a little bit. And then when I seen your post on Instagram, I'm like, oh, shit, he hits it. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm just good for him, man. You know?
I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, fuck, it's going to happen eventually, surely. I'm not going to be stuck here forever, am I? Like, and just randomly, like, I scheduled it, like, I was like, oh, I think it'll happen next week. So I scheduled everything like, okay, I'll do the video on Monday, and then boom, boom. And then boom, like, right after I did that, it happened. While I was at the gym, I was literally at training, like, in between rounds. Because we were joking around, because it was on, I checked my phone, it was on 99.998.
Ooh.
And we were like, fuck, someone make 2 fake accounts really quick. Please. Like someone just fucking bought it.
Yo,
and then boom.
I'm dead.
Dude, in between rounds, we got 100K. And then I was like, fuck, I better make the video tonight and make the post when I get home.
Bro, that is grand, man. That's amazing. Hey, bro, I feel like every time I talk to you, bro, it's just like, it's cool. But like I said, I genuinely think you're one of the most genuine people. And when you do talk to me and stuff, and I hear the gems, bro. I hear the advice. I definitely hear you out. You're great for the community. And bro, I don't know. I'm proud of you, man. I'm talking to you like, dude, I'm proud of you, man. I look up to you, man. I feel like I'm fan maxing it. But listen, bro, that ass, bro. And thank you again for doing this little debate. It's always heated and good nature. Like, guys, let me tell you something. I'm like, bro, trust me, I love that I'm doing it with Bedtime. Like anyone else, I'm
like Charles Oliveira, Max. You just can't hate. You just can't hate on me. I'm just too nice. I feel like I'm always just like, yeah, true. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. I get you back. With the ones.
You do. You do. You know. You get it. But what I love about this is we're gonna listen. 2 days, man. I mean, I think it's like
we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. You see, let me know who you guys think got the best in what debate. I'm sure it's gonna. Bedtime 3-0. Listen, man.
Yes.
Listen, man. Listen, we're gonna find out.
In the comments,
he's gonna get the
switch up on Kenny. You guys better be glazing me in the comments.
Guys, please glaze this guy. Let them come back. Maybe. Jokes aside, though.
No, thanks.
Appreciate you coming on Bedtime, and it was good little talk, good little debate, and bro. You're invited anytime, anytime.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man.
And that's a wrap on the heated debate with the very wholesome ending, man. Listen, man, I always love collabing with Bedtime. Such a genuine guy, like I said in the video, guys. And like, even in our heated moments, there's so much laughs throughout, bro. Like, we just work really well in unison, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the debate. Listen, brother, I like debates like this, especially right before fight day, because we're going to find the result out really soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a good one. And God bless. 2, 3, 4.